Next stage, a man looking for trouble. What can you see beyond the darkness?
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boy.
Oh! That was quick.
Hello.
Jeez,
Well, everyone always does it to me, so I thought now I have the power.
Right.
I'm going to do it with no
Really
warning.
came through straight away. Hello, everyone.
Hello,
and
everybody.
welcome to a fundraising charity stream. Look up there. We've got a goal. That's my goal. That's our initial goal.
That's our initial goal.
I reckon
If we get to that,
Smash
we're
it.
going to boost it a bit more.
We will boost it a bit more.
But if you want to donate, you can do that.
Yeah,
Real easy, like.
real easy. People have already done it, look.
You've already done it.
Meow.
Meow. Oh, it's not going to read it out today.
Oh.
Does it read it out?
I don't know if it's meant to read it out actually, but we can certainly read it out.
We can definitely read it out.
We'll investigate that. I hadn't even thought about whether that was a thing until it didn't read it out, and then now I'm thinking, oh, should have read it out. Let's see if this one gets read.
How dare she?
Might just be a Tiltify thing where it won't do text to speech.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll read it though.
It's real little.
It's from Jack Bradshaw. Hey, TJ
Yeah,
gang.
that's just the wrong charity name.
What? Hope you're all well. Thank you. Hope you're all well. Can't stick around as I've got uni stuff to sort, but I want to wish you the best of luck in what will definitely be an entertaining evening dedicated to amazing cats. Insert big the cat joke here. Have fun, and I'm sure you'll smash your goal in no time.
It does say the wrong.
Oh, it does. It says Solace Women's Aid. That's from back when we raised money for Solace Women's
For the
Aid.
women.
For the women. But today it's all about the cats. So
We just had a second donation from Stephen Skodas. Can you read that while I fix this?
I would love to. Thank you, Ashton.
No problem.
Hi, Ben, Ashton and Peter, or Bab. Hope you all had an... Oh, you've opened the calendar. Hope you all had a nice weekend. Sadly, can't stay for long today, but wanted to donate for this awesome charity stream. Really happy when you guys do stuff like this. I hope you guys are doing well. This will be fun. Big love to you all. Thank you, Stephen.
Shannon. Ben's not here today. He was meant to be here, but he can't be.
No.
and I'm sick.
Yeah.
Which you might be able to hear.
I've been on holiday, so
Pete's been on holiday,
trying
so
to
you know we were trying to piece it back together from half being organised by Ben and half just kind of knowledge that we've picked up in the office.
Yeah.
From random conversations. But we're doing it. We're here. We are raising some money. I forgot it doesn't read out. Hexagon, thank you so much for $40.
Thank you.
For the cats.
Love you guys and your work. Well, thank you very much. We love your donation.
And it says it's right now.
That's real
protection.
generous. There it does. That's correct.
Yeah.
If you head on over to, if you go to to the alerts box tab. Let me just, if you go to scroll down here on Tiltify donations, which you're on.
Hold on, bear with 1 second.
Oh.
It's taking me somewhere else.
It's taking you somewhere else.
Where's this?
Oh, now you've lost the bar at the top. How are you gonna?
No.
How are you gonna cope
Come
with
to
that?
me.
Oh. Oh. What?
How have we managed to get
have
the
you
other
done that? Wait.
God damn it.
It's there. Look, there's the bar. It's on that monitor.
I can see it, but it keeps just giving me tabs.
Okay. We've got it.
We
Okay.
did it.
So you might have to, maximize it. Alerts box.
Ugh.
Tilt. No, that's a test one. You just did that.
Oh, I tested it. So
there it is.
Sorry, everyone.
I'm trying to remember whether we used to have. I think it's donate. Yeah, I think it's that, or it might be alert variations. Maybe there's just no TTS with Tiltify. It does ring a bell that when we've done previous fundraisers, that we've had to. I seem to remember reading out everyone's donation, so maybe it is the case that that's how it goes.
Okay, well, we've had a couple of donations.
Yeah.
So we've had 20 quid from Mr. Black saying, Kit Kat and I always want to support a great cause. Truthfully, most of this money is mine, but she sends her love.
Ah.
Cats can't earn money.
They can't send love either.
And they can't send love. They only love food and going outside.
Yeah. And occasionally snuggles.
And occasionally snuggles, but not very often,
No,
just occasionally.
just on their terms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The final J also donated $5. Hello guys, donating in the name of my sweet baby Gohan who passed away just over a month ago. Also, I'm still stuck on bed rest with pneumonia. Thanks for keeping me company with your stream.
Oh no, final J.
Jay, I'm so sorry to hear both of those things,
Yeah.
but thank you so much for the donation. It will go towards helping some lovely baby cats or adult cats.
Or adult cats.
You know.
It really kind of puts your cold to shame, really.
Yeah.
My Jay's in bed with pneumonia.
My God, doesn't mean nothing.
Yeah, you're not allowed to complain anymore.
Absolutely
I think that's
not.
how it works.
Absolutely not. I have to just be quiet.
Yeah.
If you hear any real hearty sniffs happening, I can only apologise.
Yeah.
It's either that or nose dribble, so...
Everyone wish Ashton a get well soon in the chat.
No, I'm okay. Wish Final J a get well soon.
Well, it's okay. It's all relative. Everyone can have their own...
Everybody wish each other a get well soon.
Yeah, everyone who needs to get well
say,
soon.
if you need it, get well soon.
If you like, you can preemptively wish me a get well soon because I will catch what Ashton has in the next 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm really
almost
sorry.
certain of it. In fact, I'm getting warm for starters.
The aircon is on.
It is
and hot.
On 24 degrees.
I might take my top off.
What's your temp?
Well, you've not even got your shirt out, your nice T-shirt.
I know. You're right, actually. I forgot.
Covered it up.
Well, I didn't forget. Well, I didn't realise that
We've got some lovely Cats Protection merch on.
Yeah.
Also, hi Cats Protection in the chat.
Oh, they're in the chat.
They're in
Hello,
the chat.
Cats Protection. I'm just going to turn the air.
Thanks for protecting those cats.
Thank you for protecting.
Mine's meow. Mine says #catmom on it, and it's got a picture of a cat dancing.
There
Doesn't
it
look like
is.
it's kind of the invert of what my cat looks like, in the sense she's a void cat and this is a white one.
A void cat.
This is my Cat's Protection.
You know all these cat memes and lingo that I don't know because I'm not a cat owner. Unfortunately.
Yeah, all black cats are void cats. If you look at her, she's kind of like a void.
Black cats are the best, and black cats need a
She's
bit of help with adoption because
They do.
people don't get them because they're either superstitious or because they don't look good on
I
Instagram.
don't think she's as cute. Honestly, my cat is really an enigma. When the alert comes up, my face is covered by my cat Sparks' face.
Yeah.
My other cat, Ember, she's half Bengal and she has a personality. You can tell how she feels. She kind of speaks to you with her face. Sparks ain't nothing behind those eyes.
No. Sparks. This is I say the other. There are several different t-shirts. There's not just two, but this is the one I'm wearing. It's like a character selection screen.
Yeah.
Select your kitty. I can't read upside down.
You've got press start, play 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it says select your kitty,
Yeah.
and then there's some cats on it. It's beautiful.
It's great. So those are available over on the Cats Protection website.
They are.
If you want to go and support them that way.
If you buy a t-shirt, guess what?
What?
That money goes for the cats.
Does it?
Yeah.
Good. That's great. Who would have thought it that the charity merch would go towards the charity? That's great. That's great news.
The Aldo brothers donated $5 for the cats. Hope we're all well in the office. We're getting there.
Thank you, Aldo brothers.
Redworth donated £333.
I beg your pardon, Redworth. You're smashing that.
Oh my god!
Smashing that
Did
goal.
you mean to donate £333?
Redworth is a very generous
Redworth,
member
wow.
of the extended TripleJump and VODs community.
Oh my gosh.
And so I'm going to assume that is actually an intended donation.
Yeah, whoa.
Thank you very much,
Here we go.
Redworth.
It's cat protecting time.
It certainly is. Think of
Those
all the
cats,
cats
man,
that will have been protected.
Look how many cats you just protected.
Loads of them.
Ah, man, that'll feed my cat for like 2 weeks.
Chris Deere with a $20 donation who says, here's some money for the cats. Thank you, Chris.
Stevens goes with another £2 donation saying,
Peter, I loved hearing you refer to me as your boy Stephen Skodes on the latest After Dark podcast. It was lovely to see you guys sending Ben well wishes. See you guys and sending Ben well wishes.
yeah, we don't send him well wishes.
As the only one in my family that likes cats, I'm hoping to adopt one in the future, says Stephen. Well, please
adopt,
do.
don't shop.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And maybe consider adopting an older cat or a black cat.
A black cat,
or a
yeah.
cat that is perhaps more in need.
Disabled, potentially?
Yeah, a cat that's, if you're able, of course, to look after them if they have, extra needs.
Yeah.
Consider maybe adopting
Maybe
one of those
even an
cats.
ugly cat, because they, sometimes people really like ugly cats. And
Yeah.
sometimes
They just want to
don't.
adopt cute kittens and things.
Damn straight. Katie Kinsolo donated $35. We love the kitties.
We certainly do.
And then a black and a cat, so I assume you mean black cats.
Yeah.
And we do definitely love them. Ellie Nicholas donated $5. So happy to help with the cute little kitties, even if my dog and guinea pigs aren't the biggest fans. Hope you all have a great day. Well, luckily for us, they don't control your bank account, so you can donate.
That's true.
Regardless of what they think.
Hey, I think the guinea pig protection charity should go to hell. That's what I'm saying. No, I don't. I'm joking. We love all animals. We love dogs, guinea pigs, but we love cats too.
Yes.
Alex H. Just thought I'd put a little spin on it there. Say your name in an interesting and exotic way. Alex H. With $20, who says, my dog would be so angry if she could comprehend that I'm supporting kitties. She's a wild card, like my t-shirt that arrived over the weekend. Yes, we've sold one. Thank
baby.
God.
Traveling Badger donated $10. Oh yeah, here we go, cat dating time. I've never dated a cat before, and to be honest, I'm perfectly content to keep it that way. Let's raise some money for them instead.
Have we smashed our $500 donation already?
We have.
Pounds.
Let me change that. What should we go for now?
569. No.
569.
Go very quickly. £690.
£690 sounds good to me.
Or 694.20.
Got ya. 69420.
69420 is the next one.
There we go.
Sorry, Cats Protection, for just sort of lowering the tone a little bit. But
it's all in the name of charity.
Yeah.
It's what the people want.
If you want the money, you got to put up with the with the triple jump.
M the Emu donated $10 for the kitties.
For the kiddies, and also Adi Pramana donated £10 and says cats, cats, cars, cats. Sorry, I don't want to miss that.
No, it's important that we keep it correct.
We could sit here all day and read very generous donations. Thank you to everyone who's donated so far.
If you're looking for the donation link, it's !cats in the chat. So if you do want to donate, !cats, and it'll take you to the Tiltify page.
It's also presumably up there somewhere, but I'm not wearing my glasses, and that's a very small monitor. And
I have to be honest, I also can't see.
I don't know what it could say. anything up there. Could say Peter and Ashton suck. There we go. I don't think it's not actually up there, but
I'm sure if Ben was here, he would have.
The chat will help you.
But yeah, !cats to donate to the cats.
Yeah, to the cats. I was going to say, we could sit and just do donations all day, but maybe what we should do is play a game.
Yeah.
Maybe this one.
Purrfect
Dates.
Purrfect Date. Nothing's standing in my way.
It's a dating sim.
It's a dating
It's going to be great. Nothing is standing in Ashton's way.
Absolutely not.
What's your perfect date, Ashton? Cats.
Just hanging out with my cats.
Yeah.
I went on a date to a cat cafe once, and that was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, does it count as a date if you're already together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
well,
have date night or date day.
We went on a date day to the cat cafe. That was pretty cute.
Yeah.
And I had a little black baby cat, a little kitten, as what they're called technically.
Void kitten.
A little void kitten, yeah, and kept trying to steal my cake.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's okay though.
It was cute though. And then a couple of months later, we got our void kitten. So it was pretty cute.
Yeah, I went to one with Amy as well when we've been together like maybe a year or two. And I don't know if they're all like this, but you had to pay a $5 just to get in.
Yeah.
And then I think they like knock it off your bill if you like buy cake or something, because people go in and they just sit with cats for free and they don't support the cafe. So I think it's fair enough, to be honest.
Indeed. Dr. Monday, thank you for the £5. Meow, 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 meow. Indeed. Yeah, Purrfect Date. It's a cat dating sim. If you do actually want to date cats, weird. Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? This is a bit, Where's the
you
sound
want to
go?
right click it. I just muted it while we were.
Whoops.
It was just looping the same music over and over again while we were setting up. So yeah, volume mixer, that's the one. There it is. So we've been listening to this music for about 15 minutes while we were setting up the stream. It was great. Ben donated.
Ben? I wonder what Ben that could possibly be.
1069.
No.
Sorry I can't be there tonight, but I hope everyone can give very generously to the cats. XOXO. Thank you, Ben.
XOXO. Thanks, Ben.
I think that was your partner, Ben.
I don't think
Just going to take away.
I think it was your partner, Ben.
Yeah, could have been.
Potentially.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you, Ben.
All the best. Wonderful.
Hope everything's well with you, our good friend Ben Potter.
Ben Potter.
Relax Tiger donated $50. Nothing more to say.
Nothing. That's it. Just
Here's $50.
Here's $50. Just take it.
Take it.
Relax Tiger is a kind of cat, I suppose.
Yeah.
A big one.
It's kind of cat energy. So yeah, we're gonna date some cats. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I have to click new game.
Oh.
You have to click and continue.
You can't continue. Oh,
do we
Gavin
wanna
Free
be?
is there. What's going on? We can be all these people.
Do we want to be Tiny Peter?
Yeah, there he is. Which one's you, Ashton? I guess
the blonde girl.
Yeah.
But I'm not really blonde, so.
Have you ever been blonde?
No.
No?
I had blonde ends for a bit.
Ooh, blonde ends. You can see a doctor about that, I think.
I dyed the ends of my hair blonde,
Mhm.
and I had to have it done twice because the first hairdresser mucked it up.
Ah, did it like go green or something?
No. It was very like blunt,
Oh,
you know. But second time I got it done, I really liked it. And
you
then
looked like a drumstick
yeah,
or something.
and then I let it grow out, and then I couldn't bother to do it again because it cost me a lot of money.
Mm.
And time.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
Yeah. What should our name be?
Maybe Ben. Maybe we should play as Ben.
We are Ben.
Should we do that?
Yes. This is.
So I guess that is the nearest to Ben, that
Yeah.
one. Beardless Ben.
Yeah. This was Ben like when he was like 15.
There was a question mark at the end of that meow, I feel.
Meow.
Meow? So Don Echo 7. Oh, sorry, just confused by the options there. I didn't even read the question. But I was like, whoa, what's that? Donna CO7 with a heart and $5. Thank you very much, Donna C. And Ed Hoik with $10. My beloved S.
Sorry.
That's okay. My beloved Scoob and Amelia, thank you so much for doing this again. Both of my furry friends are rescues, and they truly kept me sane over the last 18 months. Cats rock.
They do
certainly
indeed. We had another donation that's just come through.
We did.
From GY Goliath for £100.
£100?
Have some pennies for all of the lovely pussycats.
All of the lovely
All of the
pussycats.
lovely pussycats. And also, we've just beat our second goal.
Oh my god, we
420.
have. It's just been beaten.
We've just been beaten again.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh my gosh. He's going crazy
I have
right
to set
now.
a new one.
I have to do another one.
We may never play this game.
This game may
because
never
people are
get
just
played.
being too nice.
Yeah.
You might have to go big now. I think you might have to stick it to the one. Yeah, that's it. £10,000.
£10,000.
Come on, everyone. Let's get it to 1,000.
Yeah, we can
Thank you for
definitely
your
do that.
generosity
We've only
so
been streaming
far.
for 20 minutes.
I know.
I had to change our goal 3 times. But thank you so much for donating. You're all amazing.
You are all amazing.
Okay, anyway.
We're already at 700. Right. I didn't see what the question was,
It was just
but
about
it said,
autosave
I'm a
feature.
devil, I'm an angel, I'm
One
a
was
smoker, I'm a joker, I'm a something toker, etc.
and so on and so forth. It's about autosave. It's fun.
Right.
I'm not sure how long we've been sailing, but it feels like forever. I'm not feeling too well now, so it's a huge relief to hear the deck lad shout.
Island approaching! Make yourself ready!
Thanks, Joe. I'm finally here. When I applied last month, I was just another broke student living off of baked beans. I didn't really think I had any chance of being accepted to be part of the prestigious Cat Island research team.
Or CERT, for short.
Yes. Yet here it is, the little black dot in the distance, growing bigger by the second, is the infamous Cat Island, the place I will call home for the next few months.
Oh. My heart momentarily skips a beat. What if there's been a mistake? What if they accepted someone else's application and accidentally sent the offer to me? It's gone. I rummage about in my bag until I find the papers.
Sorry, we had some donations in there.
We
When I
did.
click off it closes the game.
Yeah.
The other Ben, who I assume is potentially my Ben,
Yeah, maybe so.
donated $20 and said, I've recently become a single cat dad, so here's some money so more people can adopt cats and feel my daily struggle.
That seems like it probably is the other band.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Sort of our fault that
Yeah.
he's certainly the dad of a second cat.
Yeah, 100%. And Adam donated $20 and said, take my money, cat dudes.
Thank you, Adam.
Well, we sure will, and thank you for donating.
Is Emma napping, says the final J. We've got chat going on as well on the left that we just
I know,
don't even have
there's a
time
lot
to look
going
at.
on.
But
She likes to nap. She's okay.
she does. I rummage about in my bag until I can find the papers. Dupree, DP Corporation. Dear Ben, we are pleased to be able to offer you the position of research assistant to Professor Purrfect at our research facility on Cat Island. The position will be for an initial period of 8 weeks. Your contract will be sent separately. We look forward to working with you. Yours sincerely, Professor Purrfect, PhD, BSc Ons, DPUG.
The pug. My Ben
The
says...
pug. Professor Purrfect, the pug.
The pug. The donation noise is really confusing my cat.
Oh yeah, I think we had that last time. And dogs as well got a bit thrown off by it.
No mistake. That's my name right there at the top left-hand corner. Ben. There's his name at the bottom, the genius behind this whole operation. Professor Purrfect, science genius and my new boss.
And my new boss.
I look up from my papers to see dry land and rapidly approaching before us. It seems to be surrounded by a huge barrier of impenetrable black rocks. As we get closer, we're not slowing down, and I'm beginning to worry that we're about to crash into them. Then at the very last moment, we take a sharp turn to the left, and suddenly sailing smoothly towards the jetty through an opening in the rocks.
It's like Jurassic Park.
I blow out the breath that I've been holding and break into a smile.
Nicely done, Skipper.
Is that Ben's sound?
Oh,
That's Ben's voice.
It's dangerous.
I'll stick with that now.
It's a dangerous game. Trying to do an impression of Ben Potter.
The ferryman comes out from behind the steering wheel, ignoring my attempts at camaraderie, and shouts rather brusquely. Take all your belongings. We won't be back for days, so don't leave nothing with you. Nothing you'll need.
Thank you.
I smile weakly at the ferryman and his son and pick up my bags ready to disembark. We glide seamlessly up onto the wooden jetty, and the son leaps ashore to tie us off. He's greeted by a bulky man in a uniform who I will take to be a security officer of some kind.
New voice.
Joe!
Oh, what was this? Sir, caught you a mouse.
Beautiful. And then he laughs loudly as though he said the funniest thing he's ever heard. It's very disconcerting. The security guard remains surly and turns his attention to
I like
me.
how ill Ashton has been landed with the job of narrating
Narrator.
all of this. We
Yeah.
can share it if you like.
Let's be
I
having
mean,
you
I've made
then.
you do all of the voices by one guy so far.
Yeah.
So you carry on.
Okay.
Let's be having you then.
He holds out his large hand, which I assume isn't offered to help me off the boat, but as I reach out to take it, he snatches it away, throwing me off balance so that I almost fall over the side. What a great start!
Id card.
Oh, I see. Of course.
I reach into my back pocket and hand over the laminated card I was given on the mainland.
Ben. Date issued the 1st of January 2017.
Oh, press continue. We've had a donation from Lord Brotovich as well.
Lord Brotovich.
10 buckaroos. I know my cat Sushi is way too lazy to come up here to watch to actually watch the stream with me, but I'm sure in her heart she's very thankful that you're collecting money for the cats, and so am I. Kiss kiss, my dudes.
Kiss kiss.
Kiss kiss to you also, Lord Brotovich. Sorry I couldn't read that out. It's very small.
Thank you, Lord Brotovich.
Continue.
I can't get over how much that looks like Gavin.
It does look like Gavin. He barely looks at it before striding off, grunting over his shoulder.
This way.
That was a grunt
I
there.
follow him down a dirt track path and get my first proper view of the island.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful, lush and green. I'm already under its spell. After no more than a couple of minutes trekking, we're in base camp. So sorry.
I wonder what solid. Just taking the mic, aren't I?
Yeah.
You're ill.
I just wiped my nose so I didn't snot all over
No,
the
you
place.
should.
It's so rude.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Among them are two more solid-looking structures, one larger and one smaller. I presume these are the labs. The whole camp is moderate but functional. It reminds me of an army outpost.
Yeah.
I'm struck by the lack of people. In fact, there's no one around apart from an older woman sitting outside peeling a pile of potatoes. I smile and give her a little nod, but she just stares back at me.
Miss
Oh my
Marigold.
god, it's Papa Piss.
Oh, I thought you said it's Peppa Pig at first.
Peppa
It's
Pig.
Babs. It is a bit Babsy.
I try not to get paranoid.
Ooh. Can we get rid of the cat dating and just try and get Ben and Babs together?
Here.
My friends have a cat named Mr. Poops. What are everyone's cat's names? Oh yes, please tell me what your cats are called.
Yeah, let's have cats'
We've got
names
Sushi, Kit
in the
Kat.
chat.
I think we had Smooch.
Mr. Poops is great.
Mr.
Katie
Poops is a
Kinsella.
good name. My cats are called Ember and Sparks after people's. Who? Spyro characters.
Peoples.
Sorry.
Spyro
Brain
characters.
just went completely off for a second there. Ginkgo, like the anime Mushishi. That's weird. Ben is her dad. Leo and Babette. Scrabble's Tango, Mr. Friend.
Mr. Friend.
I used to have a cat called Murphy. I mean, Adam Pachiti's cat's called Mr. Happy.
Yeah. I don't know if it came with that name because it was a
don't
rescue or if Mr. Friend is the name of the creepy doll in the Rugrats.
That's true.
And it's in the Rugrats game. You have to run away from him. He's really horrible.
Bailey, because he's the colour of Bailey's.
Excellent. That's good.
My girls are Hera and Peppercorn. The neighbour's cat Daisy lives with us. Cute. Sushi. With the power of Twitch, I can even show her to you. Oh, little sushi emote. Cute.
Ah.
What's... Kierkegaard. Is that the name of your cat, Barley? Love that.
Kierkegaard.
They got a shorter name, or just say that every time you want to...
Wow.
Kierkegaard!
Kierkegaard!
Kierkegaard, come now! My buddy has Stanley and Kirby. Beautiful.
That's great.
Sakranit, which means curious in Hebrew. Wow. Amelia, after Amy from Doctor Who.
Excellent.
So she's Amelia Pond.
Pond.
Very good.
Dinah, Piper, Tilly, Mitzi, Kiko, Jessie, and Stray. Wow, that's loads.
Kiki for short, amazing. Stephen Skoda's donated $5. Sadly off to work now. I look forward to watching the VOD. Hope you guys raise a lot of money today. Always happy to see you guys. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Big love to you all.
Thank you, Stephen.
Big love to you also, Stephen.
And Battlepusk puts the puss in Battlepusk with $20 and no message, just 20 big ones.
20 big ones, baby. Mine are called Benji and Jeff, or Jeffrey Dahmer when he's doing things he shouldn't.
Oh my god. Wow, that's a bit much.
Oh my god. Not my cat is called Nigel.
Nigel.
We found out his real name. We called him Chadwick because he looked like a Black Panther. Amazing.
Oh, I like that.
Scoob just came with the doggish name and it fits. Good.
There's someone in my family, this is sadly not cat related, but pet name related. They've just got some gerbils, 2 gerbils. And when they were trying to pick, he's like 13 or 14, this lad. And when he was trying to decide a name, his dad said, oh, you should just do like completely just stupid names that like you would never think of for a gerbil. And they were like, what do you mean? He said, well, like
Malcolm.
he said like Steve McQueen and the General. And then no one could think of anything else. So now the gerbils are called that, even though they were just two stupid examples that he thought of in the moment.
Beautiful.
So he's now got gerbils called Steve McQueen in the general.
My sister called her, when we got some fish, she called hers cucumber. Because we're like, what do you really like? Oh, we like cucumber. So she was called cucumber.
Great.
Mine was called Willow, although I usually called him Bill, unless he was misbehaving, and then he was Wilhelm. I had one for a bit I called Spoon. Brilliant name.
Ah, Spoon. That's a good name.
Yeah, all very good names for your cats, and we love to hear it. If you've got any good dog names as well, we will accept that, but we are talking about cats right now. He stopped at the largest of the tents, indicating that I should go inside. Meow, meow.
Go inside.
Embalam. $5 for the cats.
And Barlam.
Sorry, brain went. I just can't. It's so tiny.
That's okay.
I feel rude just walking in, so I make my presence known first.
Hello?
A firm but friendly voice calls out, "Come."
Oh, it's the professor.
Oh.
There he
I
is.
walk in and there he is, hunched over some documents, the great Professor Pauper.
Sir, it's an honour to meet you.
Yes, you must be Ben. Come on in, my dear. Glad to have you on board. Good journey?
My dear. Well, long.
Yes, indeed. We're rather tucked away here. Let me offer you some refreshment. Water, coffee, something stronger perhaps? Whiskey?
Oh, we've got a choice now,
I'm
so...
fine, thank you. Just some water if you have some. It'd be rude to let you drink whiskey on your own. I'd love a cup of tea if there's a pot on the go.
Now, are we playing as Ben Potter?
Yes.
Okay.
I think he'd have the whiskey.
Do you? He certainly wouldn't have a cup of tea.
No.
He would either have the whiskey or he would go full pill breakfast and just say, I'm fine, thank you. I don't want anything. Sorry, I'm filled up on cod liver oil tablets this morning. Maybe whiskey.
Maybe whiskey.
Make it interesting, this game. Well, if you're having one, it'd be rude to let you drink whiskey on your own.
Jolly good. I can tell you and I are going to get along famously.
Hell yeah.
He takes a swig from the bottle and passes it to me. I try not to show my self-consciousness and
surreptitiously.
I didn't know that's how it's spelled. Never actually read that word before. Wipe the neck with my sleeve before taking a modest sip. It will take you a while to find your way around the island and discover how it all works. So, for today, I thought we could just get you kitted out. Maybe introduce you to some of the locals. The cats, that is. I believe we already met most of the human locals.
Oh, I've only met the ferryman, the security guard who brought me here.
Yes, that's about it.
Oh. And the lady outside? What lady out? There is no lady.
Who do you mean? Mrs. Marigold. Her and her husband are the caretakers. Wonderful couple, the Marigolds. You'll meet them before too long. We're a tidy little family here, Ben. I'm sure you'll fit in nicely.
Tidy? Look at the state of this tent. Thank you, sir. I hope so.
Okay, so first things first, this is your basic kit. He begins going through a pile of things on his desk, explaining each of them in turn. This is your backpack. You can even put everything in it. We will be going on plenty of field trips, so it'll be very useful. As will your own water bottle. Some disinfectant hand spray. These are heavy-duty reinforced gloves that are essential when tackling cats out in the wild. Don't want any scratches from felines now, do we?
I suppose not. Now, hang on a minute. So this really is just a boy has come to work out in the field with wild cats.
Yes.
And we're eventually going to start flirting with and or kissing and or going further with them. Is that what?
Yeah.
Just to establish the facts here.
I think so far that's what we've gathered.
Right. Okay. I suppose not.
I shall reach them into my new backpack as he gives them to me. Likewise, these goggles are to be brought along on all field trips. This lot here. He indicates to a small pile of what looks like laundry. It's basic uniform, lab coats, masks, stethoscope, etc. Portable first aid kits, camping knife with all the tool attachments. Finally, and without doubt most importantly...
Oh, he just vanishes into
this!
Oh, the Catadex.
He holds up something that looks a lot like a mobile phone, except it clearly isn't one.
Kittypedia. Oh,
this is your catalogue.
Catalogue.
That was an easy one. We should have guessed that.
Oh, okay.
Kittypedia.
Come on, don't say it so with such derision. Kittypedia is great. Catalogue. Oh.
Sorry. Sat on the mouse.
The game went. Catalogue?
Yes, as the name comes from its earliest version, it was designed to record and store data on the cats, scan them and log their details, but as you see, we've come a long way since then. Now you can use it to communicate with the rest of our team. I've added everyone's contact details for you, listen to music, take phones. There's even a pen that comes with it to insert microchips into the back of cats' necks, so we can keep track of them. It is a very valuable piece of equipment, Ben. I need you to protect it above all else. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. I do.
He's looking me directly in the eye and clearly expecting a response.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir. Of course. I will look after it.
Good. You'll get to know all the functions as you go along, but for now, I suggest we take a scroll and see if we can't find a few friends to introduce you to so that you can try it out.
Okay.
He hands me the gadget. I feel a bit nervous taking charge of it, but also really keen to have a go.
Aw. What a wholesome character this Ben fellow
yeah,
is.
it's not on brand for our Ben at all, really.
That cat was wearing like a swimsuit. It's a bit strange.
We head down to the beach, the professor explaining things as we go.
I just realised what you just said. Not on brand for our friend Ben at all, really. He's not wholesome.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
The mixture of terrain on Cat Island is quite unique. Even in such a relatively small area, you'll find forest, mountain, jungles, beaches, woodland, all of different geological and ecological zones in one place. It really is the most remarkable.
It certainly is. He sort of missed a vowel, a noun there.
Yeah. Even the lack of wildlife is, in itself, quite remarkable.
What do you mean, Professor?
Well, put simply, there's a type of force that surrounds the island, disallowing anything to enter.
You mean literally anything?
Absolutely. No birds, fish, or creatures of any kind can penetrate it.
Forgive my lack of intelligence on this subject, but we're here.
Sorry. The professor lets out a disconcertingly loud laugh. Aha! I see what you mean. Well, there is, of course, one small break in the invisible wall, and that is where we built the jetty. But let's not get too bogged down in all this. Right now, what you do need to know is that basically the island is shaped like a peanut.
What?
He has picked up a nearby stick and draws a simple map in the sand.
He draws a peanut. Thank you to Trillion Jones for the $10 donation there for the kitties that our landlord says we're not allowed to have. Boo. Love from me and Mr. J. Keys.
Keys.
Oh, thank you very much.
This is our end of the island, a very well known. Oh, it's him. Very well known to us now. We've been researching here for many years. The other end is not so familiar to us. We've encountered difficulties that have hindered our progress in the region. Oh?
What type of difficulties, Professor?
Well, we're not as sure as we'd like to be, but what I can tell you is that the environment has an adverse effect upon humans, inducing nausea at the very least.
And at the worst?
Fainting, migraines, possible nerve damage.
Gosh, that is serious.
As I say, best to keep away, but let's not go into that right now, my dear. You've had a long day. For now, let's just say that we refer to the far end of the island as the danger zone, but for good reason. I must ask you not to put yourself at any risk by venturing beyond the mountain range here. He refers to the map once more, drawing a line just past centre and an X through the end section.
There you go.
There are wild, aggressive cats out there, and I wouldn't want you to get in too close to them. Unlike our lovely fellows, closer to home. He has led me to a spot where a few cats are lounging about.
We're about to meet some cats.
Sorry.
It's okay.
What do you say we try our new catalogue now, Ben? He stoops down and picks up one of the animals, a disgruntled-looking cat who was sleeping under the shade of a palm tree.
Oh my god.
Wow. The cat lets out a displeased mew, but doesn't struggle. It's a large body billowing with long orange fur, just sort of hangs in the professor's arms in lazy resignation. Would you like to have a go at scanning this delightful chap? I find the on switch and somewhat timidly activate it. Oh. The gadget immediately comes to life, emitting a boop 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 sound with a red pulsating light. I select the app labelled Cat Scan.
Very good.
And it loads instantly. There's no delay on this thing. The professor holds the cat towards me with arms outstretched. I'm sure he's said this scanning chip is implanted at the back of the neck somewhere, but it's difficult to find this one's neck amidst a thick coat of fur. I blow to make a parting and press the catalogue to his skin. It's a bit like scanning groceries in the supermarket where I used to work. That should do it. And he plops the Marmalade Tom back into the shade. Sure enough, upon withdrawal, I find the cat's been successfully scanned.
Meow.
This cat's called Floofy Butt.
Floofy butt.
Male, age 10, 4 months, breed red tabby Persian, eye colour red. Aw, look at his cute drawing of him. He's not this cute.
Floofy butt.
Please stop donated $10 saying meow meow. Meow per meow. Thank you for the $10.
Thank you very much.
Amazing!
Amazing.
Oh, that's you, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Clever, isn't it? A large part of your job here will be to tag and scan the cats, such as Mr. Fluffybutt here, but looks like you've no problem with that at all. No problems at all in that area. Excellent work, Ben.
Thank you, sir. Can't wait to get started.
Well, why don't you go get a bit more practice with the catalogue and scan the rest of them while we're here? These five spend a lot of time together. They're like a little family, aren't you? Oh, yes, you are. The rest seems to be a genuine cat lover like me. I think we're going to get along great.
Okay, here goes. No help this time.
Professor steps back. The first cat I approach is friendly, with beautiful calico markings. It comes towards me, already purring.
Oh, hello.
Wow,
Trixie. Meow.
Oh, she's saucy. She's female, she's 3 years old.
Green eyes.
Cute. Next is an elegant, sleek, hairless cat, sitting gracefully in the sun. She doesn't pay me much attention and allows me to scan her with minimal fuss.
Ooh.
Meow.
Ooh.
Snooty booty. 11 years, 1 month Sphinx. I don't really like hairless cats, but I mean, some people do.
Some people do.
And if there's one who needs adopting, we should adopt it.
Yeah.
The fourth cat I approach is a noisy one.
Oh, I like him.
Meow, 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 meow.
McMurphy.
He's cool. I like McMurphy.
Wink. Oh, he's a winky guy. Brown crossbreed. Green eyes. Oh.
And finally, the one I've deliberately put off until last.
Ooh.
He's been skulking around the edges of the activity, eyeing me suspiciously as though he could pounce at any moment. I laugh at myself, already projecting personalities onto these animals. Oh.
Hiss.
Kibbles, no.
Kibbles. British long hair. Green eyes.
All done. Hope you enjoyed meeting some of the locals. I forgot his voice already. The professor lets out a little laugh. I have a feeling I'll get to know them quite well in time.
Oh.
Does that change his voice again, or is that what he sounded like?
No, I'm just... I think that's what he sounded like.
Okay.
I'm just... that seems like foreshadowing.
That's
we'll know them very well.
That is true. That's probably enough for your first day, don't you think? It's quite a lot to take in. I am suddenly exhausted and grateful to be heading back to the camp. Bye, cats.
Would you like a rest on narrating?
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
you could take over narrating now for a
Okay.
bit.
It's quite late by the time I've unpacked and settled myself, but I want to write my journal entry before I sleep. I'm surprised at how chilly it is. I've pulled my sleeping bag right up to my chin, but I still feel goose pimples bloom over my arms. Shivering, I rub them to warm myself up. Makes me smile to think that this inherent reaction to the cold is what will be keeping my new feline friends warm tonight. My eyelids close, thinking of cats and the island and the professor.
Richard Major says foreshadowing, maybe foreshadowing.
I like it.
Oh.
The world around me
Hello?
drifts away as I float up into a dream.
Oh.
Ah,
Hello?
being hacked.
My brain's being hacked.
I'm just waiting for Jodie Whittaker to appear on the screen going, "The Ravagers are coming."
The flux is here.
I'm not sure how long I've been asleep, but I wake with a violent jolt that leaves me sitting bolt upright. It's too dark to see anything, but I hear a rustling, and then a strange electronic noise, one that in my sleepy confusion I can't place right away. Oh, boop, boop, boop. That's the catalogue! Acting on instinct, I scramble to my feet and follow the noise out of the tent. I look around me, and my fears are confirmed when I catch sight of a pulsing red light getting fainter in the direction of the forest. I snap into action, running as fast as I can. Barefoot, dressed in my pajamas, running at full speed into the forest in the dark of night. I must be crazy. The words of Professor Pauper are ringing in my ears.
I need you to protect it above all else.
My legs are trembling beneath me. I stop, feeling my heartbeat heavy throughout my body. I wheeze in and out, my breath billowing in front of me in white puffs. I shouldn't feel like this. Why am I so dizzy? Try to get my bearings and realise I've blundered perilously close to the danger zone. Oh
Danger
my god.
zone!
I can just make out the shapes of some large animals in front of me before my eyes close and I drop to my knees. Oh
no.
Terrifying. ... Oh, here we go.
It's Trixie.
I open my eyes. The calico cat I scanned yesterday is sitting in front of me. She drops the catalogue at my feet.
Don't fight it. See that came... See that?
I
Just
pass
that,
out.
don't
Is that what it
fight
said?
Yeah.
Don't fight it. I pass out. Saving.
Wow,
Oh, look at
that
that funky cat. Oh.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Are you okay? That's the same voice the guy had. Are you okay?
What is it?
Don't be ridiculous, Kibbles. It's a human.
Oh yeah, yuck. I can smell it now. Smells like a human.
Oh, do be quiet.
Would you like to voice Trixie as well,
Okay,
if I'm narrating?
sure. Are they alive?
Of course it's alive. It's breathing, you imbecile.
Why isn't it moving?
Would you come on and give them some space? Move back a bit. Yes, stand back, move out of my way. Let me have a proper look.
I begin to come to. The Sphinx cat is standing over me as I open my eyes. We stare at each other for a moment while I try to take in what's happening.
Is this one defective?
Oh, I feel sick. I'm gonna puke. The cat's watching me intently. Am I going insane? Ouch, my head!
What is it chattering about? They're scared and confused. Let me talk to them. Human, are you alright?
I remember, you took my catalogue.
Oh, but I gave it back to you. It's in your back pocket now.
I try to reach into my pocket and realise my hands are scratched to shreds. Ow, 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 ow! What's wrong with my hands? I try to stand. Ow, 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 my feet! What happened to me?
Yeah, I guess it's from all the climbing.
I told you it wasn't ready for that.
Why? What's that? Ready for what?
Its anatomical structure is... What? Hello? Its anatomical structure is far too delicate.
I tried to slow it down.
Yeah, Floof, you tried restraining a human who's that determined.
It was like a margay. What's that? Is that a kind of cat?
I don't know.
Its anatomical structure didn't seem that delicate to me. I was like a what? Doing what?
Ben Cotton, thank you for the $20 donation. Just cats.
Cats. Doing what?
Thank you for the donation, Ben. What was this guy's voice?
I don't know.
You made your way back on your own to the... made your own way back to the beach.
Okay, but that doesn't explain... I show my bleeding hands.
Ah, you crawled, Kara.
Kara.
Huh? Okay.
Kara? Who's Kara? That's not my name.
It's a term of endearment.
Oh,
Oh, he's Irish.
McMurphy's an Irish cat.
I'm not doing an Irish accent. I'm sorry. I'd sit next to an Irish man at work. I don't want to ruin that friendship.
Yeah.
It's an Irish thing. It's inappropriate.
Wait, I crawled?
You sure did.
Like a cat? Yep. All the way from the mountains?
Like a bleeding mountain lion. Impressive.
But why? Because you got the sickness.
Shh. Maybe we should sit down, human. We need to have a talk. Possibly a long talk.
Talk? Yeah, that's right. Since when can cats talk?
Oh, for goodness sakes, it's the dawn of time. How else do you think we communicate?
Stop splitting whiskers, Major. You know full well human is saying. I think the revelation here, Kara, is that you can understand us.
Yeah, that too. Will someone please explain what the hell is going on here?
Well, we don't fully understand everything ourselves. At least, not all the details of how this works. I think being stood in the forest surrounded by a bunch of talking cats is about as much detail as anyone would want. I agree, and more to the point, we were rather hoping you would be able to help us. You are the scientist after all. What we do know is that the clock has started ticking for you.
What do you mean?
Well, there's no easy way to say this to you, Cara.
You'll be catified. I'll be what?
Whether you help it or not, you don't really have a lot of time before... If I may, it would seem, and we are basing this on our experiences to date, that when a human manages to find themselves in what I believe you call the danger zone, they are vulnerable in ways that they previously were not. That is to say...
You're screwed. You're not helping. Don't make me... hiss.
Whoa, man in lion! There'll be no violence of any kind.
Forgive me for being a bit panicked here.
The vulnerability to which Snooty Booty was referring is, simply put, if you are bitten or scratched by an elder cat within the danger zone, you will begin a process of change that ultimately will result in a full feline transition.
Catified. So basically, you're telling me I'm a werecat? I look down, and in amongst the scratches on my right hand are two distinct puncture marks. The reality of my situation descends on me like a cold mist.
Basically, yes.
Yes.
My head is spinning. This is too much for me to take in.
Take a breath now, Cara. Take a breath now, Cara. You're not looking so good.
What? Have I started to change? I feel my head for ears, fur. Everything seems to be normal.
No. I just mean you're looking a bit shaky, understandably so.
Take a few deep, steady breaths and calm myself enough to say... okay, so... Why? How? What? Give me some data. What have you got so far?
Look, we'll answer everything we can, but the truth is we have more questions than answers ourselves.
So, you said you need my help. What exactly would that entail?
Well,
Well, finding our friends would be a start.
The cats on this island, they're going missing. We don't know what's happening to them, but the body count is rising and we've hit a wall.
a wall of ignorance, maybe. Really, how many times do I have to tell you? The Muellers are to blame.
Muellers?
Now, Fluffy Butt, there's no need for name calling.
Speaking of name calling, I remind you to call me Major, madam.
Look, they can't help the way they are. It's a lack of breeding, you know.
Overbreeding, if you ask me.
Again, Muellers?
They're the elder cats, the island originals. They can't speak the way we can, hence the derogatory term
I
Muellers.
see. And how are they to blame exactly?
Well, if I knew that, there would be no need for this elaborate kidnapping. It's hardly proving to be a roaring success after all.
Look, Cara, all we really know is that we're no longer safe on the island. The elders who lived within the danger zone are hostile towards us. Not sure why, it's just always been that way. And now, because cats are being taken, nowhere else is safe either. You expect the occasional mishap. We live in an undomesticated, world here after all. But lately the cats have been disappearing almost every day.
Even the last human we catified went missing. I'm sorry, what?
Let's not open old wounds, Kibbles. Yes, onward and upwards.
Well, first things first, this werecat thing. My microphone looks like it's really peaking a little bit. Might just bring that down a touch.
Oh. This is where Ben's gone, he's been turned into a cat. Yes. Precisely, he has in fact been turned into a cat.
He has.
Ugh.
Yeah, let's try that.
I think he's secretly been a cat all along. Think about it. He's strictly no red pointer lights in the office rule. Him not wanting us to know what happened to his fish. It's all good points.
You're right. That's a very good point. His strict no red pointer lights in the office rule. That's fair enough.
It's your cat.
Transition.
Whatever. How does it work? time passes and you transform into a cat. Yeah.
It's a gradual process. It's different for everyone, but you won't just turn overnight. The clock is ticking, however. The first side effect of the transition is being able to understand us. Well, some of us.
Not the elders, obviously.
Not all the domestics either.
Then you have the whole heightened senses thing, the increased agility, the crazy body hair stuff.
Let's not worry the human with all the details just yet.
I assume there's an antidote.
I'm afraid you're going to be disappointed in that assumption.
Oh, God. Hang on, you said there was someone else who you'd put in this position?
Well, let's hope you're a better bet than they were.
Unfortunately, they were able to discover an antidote or get our friend... Oh, they weren't able to discover an antidote or get our friends back.
I know where their notes are, though. Really? Trade. Huh? You help us, and I'll give you their progress reports.
So what'd you say, Cara? Will you help us?
What do you think happens if you say do not help the kitties?
I don't
you
know.
just transform into a cat and the game ends.
We just get, like, the worst ending.
I think we should help the kitties.
I think we should help the kitties. Because that's what we're doing today, helping the kitties.
We are. And remember, you can donate.
Exclamation mark cats in the chat, and that'll take you to our Tiltify page.
How are we doing on the
you
goal?
Can donate to the babies.
Where are we up to? We've got £829.69.
Nice.
So less than 200 to go to get our next goal, everybody.
Yeah.
If you're able. Here we go. Not much of a choice, really, is it?
Afraid not.
Okay, fine. So where do I start? Is there anything you can tell me that will help me track down your missing friends?
Well, no one listen to sense. Start with the Muellers, and I'll eat my hat if it doesn't end there too.
Don't mind him. He's set in his ways. We have every reason to believe the abductions take place in your part of the island. Yes, nowhere near the danger zone or the elders.
Well, that doesn't make much sense. But I suppose nothing does around this place. Oh my God, I thought I was waking up then in the morning in my actual bedroom. My catalogue starts beeping. Oh, my alarm, I have to get to work.
You run along now. We don't want to keep you arousing suspicions with your people. You can meet us later.
I'll make sure those reports are in your tent before this evening.
I'm sorry, there's something in my teeth. Thanks, Cara. You're 1 in a million.
I imagine the odds are far greater than that, given your new health status.
Go! And thanks from us all.
Now, before we leave...
All of us.
Just going to say, before we leave this screen, which cat are you... Do you have an instant connection with?
I like Trixie, but I also like the orange one.
Do you? I think McMurphy's a bit of a...
Oh, the Irish
bit
one.
of a catch,
Maybe
yeah.
we'll go for McMurphy. He's pretty cool.
After a rather painful journey, I'm very grateful to finally limp into camp. I have just enough time to get myself tidied up for work, and I'm about to peel off my filthy pyjamas when I hear my catalogue beeping. I have a message, but I can't tell who it's from. It's not from any of the contacts that Professor Purrfect programmed into it. In fact, there's no contact information at all. Do you want to read this?
Unknown number. Are you sure it is wise to trust everyone? Anyone?
Oh. What on earth does that mean? Who is this?
There's a lot you don't know. Think carefully about who you confide in.
Ah! Before I can think of a reply, the messages are gone and my catalogue has no record of them. I don't have any time to think about this right now. I need to get ready. Is that just a pair of pants on the floor there? Just pink panties?
Maybe.
Very strange.
Or like a bandana.
Could be a bandana. As soon as I'm presentable, I head over to the lab. I'm 10 minutes late and doesn't give a good impression on my first morning.
Ah, Ben. Good to see you. I was beginning to worry. Did you oversleep on your first day?
I'm terribly sorry, sir. I think the travelling and all the excitement of yesterday. I take punctuality very seriously. He cuts across my apology.
Not to worry, it's perfectly understandable. You'll find I'm quite relaxed about those things. As long as you get your work done, I don't mind what hours you keep.
Thank you, sir.
So shall we get started? My goodness, what on earth happened to you?
He's looking at the scratches all over my hands. Oh, I fell and tried to save myself by grabbing onto a bush.
I'm afraid I led you astray last night. Not everyone can take a double malt. How's the head this morning?
I decided it's easier to play along. A little bit fuzzy, but it won't affect my work, sir. I really oughtn't drink spirits on an empty stomach.
We want to get those hands sorted out though. They look pretty nasty to me.
He goes to the tall metal cabinet in the corner and takes out a bottle and some cotton wool. He begins cleaning and tending to my hands while he talks.
Oh.
I'm feeling maybe the professor is my...
Your one true pairing.
Yeah, my OTP.
For today, I'd like to help you with a few tasks around the lab to get the hang of things. But from tomorrow, I'll let you know. I'll make your own choice about how best to carve up your time. Of course, I'm primarily here to carry out your job as my research assistant. However, try to make the most of your time on the island. Once your work is completed, we'll be saying goodbye. This really is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, so don't waste it all in the lab. Naturally, I need your help around here, but also like to get your hands dirty with some field work. Make sure you spend time exploring the island. It's a beautiful place and there's lots to see. Take time to get to know the cats. A full understanding of their behaviour is crucial to our research. There's plenty to see and do, however, you must be careful not to overwork. Take regular rest and relaxation. We don't want you to burn yourself out now, do we?
I'll try to get the balance right.
That's the spirit, so there you are.
He's done a first-class job on my wounds, and they aren't bothering me nearly as much. Spend the rest of the day with the professor, getting to know the various pieces of equipment in the lab work, finding out how they work, finding out where everything is, and learning some of the basic duties I'll be performing routinely.
My headphones fell off.
By the end of the day, I am exhausted. I make my way to my tent.
Oop, but I want to smooch a cat, not the professor.
I'm about to flop down on my bed and smooch a cat when I see a package poking out from underneath it. It's the reports that Kibbles promised to deliver. The cats were right. The previous person barely made a start on producing an antidote. I'm gutted and worried. What if I can't do any better? Will I just turn into a cat?
Sure hope so.
Yeah. I decide that's not an option and resolve to get going on my own research into it tomorrow. My instincts tell me that the cats will be a good starting point. I have a feeling they know a lot more than they're prepared to tell me. I need to gain their trust and see if I can't get them to open up a bit. I'm sure I'll make more progress if I focus on one at a time. I'm optimistic that one-to-one sharing will prove fruitful. It's a small glimmer of hope. Tonight, I'm not fit for anything. I can barely even write in my journal before I fall asleep.
Oh no.
Dear Diary, I'm turning into a cat today.
What the heck?
The first morning of waking up on the island, I'm so excited to discover what the day will bring. Should I jump straight into lab research? Or maybe it would be wise to start investigating a way to help these cats and find a cure for myself. Perhaps a good starting point would be to get to know the cats a little better on a one-to-one basis.
Perhaps.
Do we have the choice now?
I hope so.
Saving. Oh.
What should I do today? Rest, romance, research, or recon?
Oh. Okay.
Oh, do you get to pick one? You've got the mouse.
Yeah. Oh, we can spend points. Should we go full romance?
I mean, we could.
Maybe a bit of everything,
Maybe,
so we
yeah.
find out what everything is. Oh.
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 Oh, we can romance either Snooty Booty or McMurphy. Well, we wanted McMurphy, didn't we?
We did. If Trixie was an option, we could have gone Trixie.
It's okay. We'll go for McMurphy.
Meow.
Meow. Cara, wake up!
Hmm? Huh? Mummy? Is that you?
No,
oh, it's already
Daddy.
getting a bit kinky.
Shh! Quiet, Cara. Come with me. I have something to show you. But you have to be quiet.
McMurphy?
Yes, it's me.
But it's the middle of the night.
Hi, Cara. You're not scared, are you?
Why would I be scared?
Creeping around in the forest in the middle of the night? Don't worry, Cara. I'll be there to protect you.
McMurphy, you know very well that there's a force field around this island stopping anything from the outside getting in. It makes this a pretty safe place.
Indeed. So the only thing you have to worry about are the things that are already here.
He leers at me with a mock snarl. Seriously, Murph, if you're the worst threat here, then this is the safest place on Earth.
So come on, Cara. What are you waiting for?
I follow the scraggy cat into the forest. The ground is wet and muddy, and I lose my footing a couple of times, but McMurphy is too determined to notice. Suddenly, he stops dead in his tracks.
Here we are.
Where is here, McMurphy? He ignores my question and starts digging into some mud and leaves on the ground.
Almost got it. Could use a hand car if you don't mind. Get these leaves out of the way. That's it. Here we are. Okay.
We keep digging until there's a fairly deep hole in the ground. My arms and nightclothes are covered in mud and leaves. How romantic.
Oh, so romantic.
And McMurphy looks like a bog monster in the darkness.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Can't you see it, Cara?
I'm not sure what I'm looking at.
Ah, I always forget how useless human's eyes are in the dark. Just reach into the hole and take out whatever you find.
Oh my god. I reluctantly reach into the burrow and feel something hard and cold against my hand. I wrap my fingers around it and pull it out. I know the shape, but my eyes can hardly process it. It's a bottle?
That's right, Cara. That's my secret stash. No one knows about it, not a soul, but I thought I'd share it with you. Then we could have some kind of welcome to the island party for two.
Secret stash? Is this booze? McMurphy lets out a wild laugh.
That's it, Cara. That it is, Cara.
You drink alcohol, but you're a cat. That can't be good for your body.
It's not good for anybody, but it does wonders for the soul, to be sure.
I'm sure the Cat's Protection would not advocate alcohol for cats.
No.
So don't go giving alcohol to your cats.
Yes.
Please.
Please.
Or let them play with glass. It's probably not a good idea. Well, I suppose you're right there, McMurphy. I guess look at that picture of Ben down there.
He looks pretty crazy.
Oh, can you guys see the cursor on the...
Yeah.
Oh, you can. I've just been high school geography teachering the whole thing, or just a cursor right in the middle of the screen.
Yeah.
I guess one little nip couldn't hurt.
That's the spirit.
I try in vain to get some of the mud off me before giving up and sitting down against a tree. A sodden McMurphy curls up in my lap.
Still a cat, and we're still a human.
Yeah. It takes a while to uncork the bottle. McMurphy keeps telling me to smash it open and the shards of glass will only add to the flavour. But eventually I succeed my way.
Good.
I pour a little out from McMurphy into a leaf and I self-consciously swig from the bottle, feeling a touch uncivilised. Ugh, McMurphy, what in heaven's name is this?
No, don't worry about it, Cara. It's not about the taste, it's about the company.
I hardly think I'm the type of person you'd usually hang around with. This is getting interesting. I'm enjoying this.
I usually hang around with cats. That's not exactly what you'd call my type. And they're not exactly what you'd call my type.
I respond by widening my eyes as I take another swig from the bottle. Somehow it tastes less terrible the second time around.
I find humans much more interesting. They usually have a lot to say. Present company accepted.
McMurphy winks at me with his huge green eyes, and I blush, trying desperately not to show how boring I honestly thought that said boning for a minute there. How boning I feel compared to him.
Don't take it harsh. I'm only joking, Cara.
McMurphy, I've been meaning to ask you something for a while now.
We met yesterday. Anything, Cara? Ask away. I'd love for us to get to know each other better.
This Cara thing, you know my name is... The rest of my sentence is drowned out by McMurphy's howls of laughter.
You make me laugh, Cara. You really do. I know exactly what your name is, Ben. Cara's just it's like a pet name, you know? Cara means friend, buddy, amigo. It's like my mama used to call people, and I guess it just stuck. It's one of the few things I remember about her, actually. That and her beautiful smile. Hey, flash me your pearly whites. Beautiful smile.
I smile at McMurphy awkwardly.
Oh, dear.
He bursts into fits of laughter again.
That's a lovely smile to be sure, but you need to grow into it yet. Could I have a top up over here? Look at that picture
Is he getting
of that
drunk?
cat.
I don't know if I feel comfortable giving you more alcohol, McMurphy. I think you've had more than enough. In fact, I don't even want to give you any in the I didn't even want to give you any in the first place.
Did you know that cats have 9 lives?
And you want to waste them all on booze?
Why not? Besides, the night is still young. We've only just begun our conversation. Come on, Cara. We've got a lot of chin wagging to do yet. Are you going to pour or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part of me thinks I ought to be a responsible human here and cut off your alcohol supply, but you're just so beautiful.
But
I believe in true democracy.
would you care to expand on that and perhaps pour the drinks as you do?
The true democratic principle. Oh, he really knows how to set the mood. The true democratic principle that none shall have power over the people, cats, whatever.
How inspirational. I'll toast to that.
All right, McMurphy, but on your head be it, for with the rejection of authority comes the responsibility for bearing the consequences of your actions. Ben, I pour some more of the suspect liquor into McMurphy's soggy leaf. Any Irish people in the chat? Slaint.
Slaint. Sure.
I don't know how things work in cat protocol, but in human terms, you are very mature. No, wait, very grown up, adult. Oh, fiddlesticks. You're over a certain age, and as such, can take responsibility for your own choices.
I like it. Spoken like a true libertine.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but I can shake my tail when I feel the vibe. Can't believe I just said that. This stuff is stronger than it looks.
My proverbial hat is off to you.
I feel disproportionately pleased that Murph has paid me a compliment.
Say, Cara, you ever been in love?
McMurphy, that second leaf has gone straight to your head. The cat smiles slyly.
I'm going to take that as a yes. Are you still with them, maybe?
Well, I was never technically with them to begin with.
Ouch. Well, it's definitely their loss.
Oh, I don't think so, McMurphy. We never actually met.
Ah, you're not saying you're one of those, internet stalker types, are you? The catfish the Kibbles tell tales of?
No, McMurphy, gosh. What? It was Bowie, okay? I was in love with David Bowie, you know? Not what I expected. I mean, that's fine, but just not... McMurphy frowns and shakes his furry head. See there? These eyes so green, I can stare for 1,000 years, you know? Look how drunk he
He's
is.
very drunk. That's a charming song, but I'm afraid I have no idea what's going on anymore.
Me neither. Oh, come on, McMurphy. Everyone knows who David Bowie is. Red hair, lots of makeup, one blue eye, one... Did you know that? I didn't know he had different coloured eyes.
No, I didn't know that. Well, I didn't know. I did know one sweet soul with a blue eye and a brown eye, but I can assure you they wouldn't be caught dead in makeup.
McMurphy snorts. Well, what about you, McMurphy? Who's the love of your life?
Don't have one, Cara. Never have, never will. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a free agent. I'm a big old yeti out in the mountains, all hairy and smelly and alone.
For some reason, I find that very hard to believe, Mr. McMurphy.
Fine, you're right. I'm a fool. A lovesick fool. I've had my heart broken more than once, Cara, and each time I had more than the last. I tell you, the thing is, though, Cara, I can't remember a thing about any of them.
Hope you're all enjoying this. Any of what? Oh, I'm sobering up a bit, look.
I don't know. What are we talking about?
David Bowie?
Ah, that's right. So tell me how the two of you met.
McMurphy? I think I'm drunk. What the hell have we been drinking?
Leave me alone. I haven't touched a drop.
Oh, I think I'm gonna vom. Blah. I wake up in the forest with a half-empty bottle in my hand, and McMurphy is nowhere to be seen. How the hell did I get here? Can't remember a thing. I look at my catalogue. Whoa, is that really the time? Crikey, I need to get to work. We're going to be late for work again, aren't we? And now we are actually hungover.
But it's alright, we're not actually going to go to work. We'll just go out on the town. Do some recon, maybe.
Recon?
We've got 1.4% of the antidote.
Oh, okay.
Buzz in.
Nice. So do you want to... oh, I see. So you have to spend a point on rest for your health. Do you want to become narrator again now?
Sure can.
Recon?
Yeah.
How are we doing, chat? So romantic. I vom in the woods.
What recon task should I carry out?
Oh, so...
4 or 10?
Could do 4.
Yeah.
It didn't tell us what.
No.
You want to do 4?
Sure.
Oh,
That security guard I met when I arrived might be a good lead. Time for a bit of interrogation work. What's 10? Strange mess in the middle of the night. Is anyone on this island asleep? I kind of wanted to talk to more cats, but this is fine too.
Okay. We can go back and talk to cats if you want.
No, it's alright. Maybe we'll do this and then we'll go talk to some more cats.
Okay, yeah.
Speaking of cats, don't forget to donate to Cats Protection with !cats.
Yeah. We're not so far off our goal of 1,000
Buckaroos.
pounds or dollars. Dollars, I think.
I've been staring at the back of his head for a long time now. Too long I'm starting to feel creepy. I just don't understand it. All he does is sit in the chair by the dock, eating egg sandwiches and doing crossword puzzles. How does a man like that become the security guard for a place like this? As far as I can tell, his job consists of greeting the boat to make sure that nothing unauthorised gets on or off of it, picking up supplies and deliveries, and occasionally taking a long lazy nap on the island to make sure everything's secure.
Secure?
I wonder what he knows about the research that goes on here. If anything, he doesn't seem to be interested regardless. I decide it's time to get to know this island about, so we go join him on the dock. Oh, who's Zane? We've not seen him before.
No.
I sit next to Zane. Me on the sand, him in that chair. He's not wearing his big coat, and his short sleeve shirt allows me to notice for the first time how surprisingly muscular he is. Oh, is this the guy who got us off the boat? I thought he was older.
I think he looks different. Yeah, wasn't he older?
I never truly thought of him as a security in the bodyguard sense, but now, squinting at him sideways, trying not to stare too obviously, I begin to see him in a new light.
Oh, wait, so can we romance humans as
I
well?
pluck up the courage to
I
talk.
think we're a little bit attracted to Zane. Hi, Zane. How are you? How are you?
It is him, I think.
Okay. What, the guy who was like...
Are you trying to start a conversation?
Yeah.
He's definitely got younger. I'm sure he had, like, white hair before.
Yeah, I thought so. He says about looking up from his crossword puzzle.
Oh, I suppose I am, yes. I don't get to chat to humans much in my job.
We've been doing it for 2 days.
Yeah.
Research assistant 125.
He rolls the words out like he's reading them.
Oh, yes, I guess that's me. So what does the number stand for, anyhow?
You don't know?
He asks monotonously, eyes still glued to his crossword puzzle.
No, actually, to be honest, Zane, I don't know much at all. There's a definite lack of intel sharing on this project.
Which project would that be?
This one, the whole research project that's going on. Is there more than one?
Depends who you ask.
You. I was just asking you, really.
I don't understand your job. I don't need to. I don't care about things I don't need to.
Oh.
What do you care about?
Zane looks at me for the first time.
You really want to talk, don't you?
Yes, we'll make friends.
Well, there's not much else to do here. Besides, I'm interested in it all, aren't you?
My interests consist of what's for dinner and where my next puzzle book's coming.
When it's coming, you get it delivered.
Comes with the mail.
He's back to not looking at me again.
Oh, thank you very much.
Meow. Dan61988 for 10 buckaroos, thank you so much. Don't own a fan baby, can spare a bit so others can have happiness with them.
Ah,
Thanks so much, Dan. That will
Thank you
help,
very much, Dan.
help a Kit Kat.
I certainly will. The mail? You mean the parcels?
This is a bit like Ashton's conversations with Rules Boss. Yeah, does tend to ignore me.
And the letters, yeah.
The letters? Who would go to the trouble of sending mail all the way out here when we have email?
I laugh, but Zane looks very serious.
It's safer sending mail the old-fashioned way. With email there's viruses, hackers, worms, cyber terrorists.
I get the feeling he's not very tech savvy.
Yeah, but anyone can open and read a letter, right?
Yeah.
Not if I'm around. And besides, who would suspect something important would be in a fragrant pink envelope?
There's an awkward silence, of course. Being my usually socially inept self, I'm desperate to fill it.
Need any help with that crossword? I'm pretty good. I could even do the cryptic puzzle in the Daily Inquirer.
The line usually goes a little kudos, but Zane simply ignores me. I decided to just come out and say what's on my mind. I mean, it can't make things more awkward than they already are.
I love you, Zane. There, I said it. Zane, have you ever noticed anything strange going on here? Cats behaving weirdly?
Zane suddenly looks up, his eyes looking straight onto mine, unwavering and hard.
No, have you?
Well, not exactly, but...
He's looking at me properly for the first time since we met. I have definitely captured his attention, but I'm too nervous to follow through.
I'm just being silly. The lack of human company can get to me, gives me daft ideas.
Such as...
Such
He's still staring at me, as though he's trying to read my mind.
Sometimes when I'm out tagging, I feel they're playing games on me, like children, hide and seek, that kind of thing.
Some of those cats may be cleverer than any of us give them credit for.
Now it's my turn to be intrigued.
In what way?
They know when to stay out of the sun. You're going pink.
Lol. The moment, if there was one, is over. I decided maybe Zane isn't the best person to talk to about my concerns. Feeling unwanted and slightly dejected, I just had to head back to camp. I stand up and brush the sand off me.
What's a 5-letter word for solitude?
I can think of one.
Alone?
Oh, could be. I was going to say peace.
Peace.
Alone,
Oh!
you got it.
I got it. Nailed
Well
it.
done.
Zane sadly scribbles into his book as I leave.
I don't think that's actually right. I mean, I think it's right, but solitude is a noun and alone is an adjective, and they need to be the same in a crossword, don't they?
No idea.
That's all I would say. But you're bang on. So we can try what, we can do research, see what that does.
Maybe. Or should we go romance another cat? What can we do in research?
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So we can do research 5.
Time to round up some rowdy kitties. Slow day, I've only got to organise a few samples from previous field trips. Or...
Today I'm off on a field trip of sorts with the professor. I can't wait to see what he's planning to show me.
Ooh.
Sounds intriguing. Do you want to try that?
Yeah. Let's go hang out with the professor again.
Yeah.
Actually, Professor Pauper told me to be ready early and dressed for hiking. As we're doing fieldwork this morning, I'm not sure that I have anything that would pass for hiking gear. To be honest, some sturdy shoes would be good. Oh well, lab coat and trainers it is then, as usual.
Don't forget your pants.
Yeah. And most of the professor lights up my catalogue. See, such a go, I'm waiting outside my tent. Oh, Ben, you ready for our fieldwork today?
Yes, of course, Professor. May I ask where we're going?
Somewhere I think you'll find very interesting. The professor hands me a backpack. Here, take this bag. It's very full, but surprisingly light. Pauper set off at a brisk pace, calling back to me over his shoulder. This way! I run to catch him up. After some serious walking with me, struggling to keep up, the professor stops abruptly and listens. Do you hear that? There's a distant sound of bubbling water. We're almost there. Secretly, I'm relieved as I don't think I could go much further. Just a little climbing.
Climbing?
I hide my dismay. Where does he get his energy from? Just at the top there, not as difficult as climb as it looks. We are in front of an almost vertical rock face. Just copy me! He clambers up expertly. I manage to find a spot that will support my foot and start the climb. I make little progress before slipping and falling flat on my bum.
Ah.
I try again. This time I take it slow. Again I fall. What happened to the benefits of catification the others keep going on
I
about?
was going to say, you should be agile.
Professor notices I'm having trouble and holds a hand out for me. I manage to climb up just enough to take hold of him. He lifts me the rest of the way. His strength is impressive. Curious even. Not a fan of climbing, eh?
Can't say I've done much of it, Professor. I'm more of a video game video editor and presenter on a YouTube channel.
Come along then, I can get you there. He pretty much pulls me all the way to the top and then leads me to the entrance of a small cave. The sound of running water is very loud now.
Oh.
I instantly see why. A natural spring has cut its way through the rock and created a beautiful cascade of sparkling clear water. It looks delicious. Sorry.
I kneel down without thinking and begin to drink it. It tastes amazing. As I come up for breath, I see the professor looking at me with suspicion.
You should know better. It's never wise under any circumstances to ingest something that is that is unproven, but here on the island, it wouldn't be prudent to exercise more caution than usual.
I feel embarrassed at my lack of consideration. Yes, of course, sir. I wasn't thinking. I felt so thirsty and it looked so good.
I do understand. Many have made the same error. Fortunately for you, this is tried and tested for safe consumption. It's good, don't you think?
My body feels suddenly re-energized. I feel like I could climb any wall. It's incredible. I feel fantastic. Oh, I don't know what that said. It's gone.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I accidentally pressed the space.
I feel fantastic.
We don't know, that's why we're here. We need more samples. We've been studying this water for months now and still know very little about it. Check your bag.
I open my bag. It's full to the brim with empty plastic bottles. Throw those into the water, boy, and leave them. We'll see what dies in the next week.
We'll need to fill all these with water. We're going to need as much as we can carry.
I do as he says. By the time all the bottles are full and in my backpack, it weighs a ton. I feel like I can lift anything. The effect of the water is powerful. The professor has also packed his own rucksack with bottles.
That should do us for now. Let's get these back.
As we make our way down the rock face and back to camp, I have no problem keeping up with the professor. I feel I could run all the way. However, as we get closer to home, I start to feel the effect wear off. My bag becomes unbearably heavy. The final limp to camp is torture. I need to rest.
Oh, we did it.
I think we maybe should rest.
Rest, yeah. And then we can go back to romancing
Yeah.
the boy.
The boy. Or a girl this time.
Yeah.
Had a lovely nap and wake up feeling revitalized. Your energy has been restored. Magic.
Magic.
So the professor's clearly hooked on the spring water.
Yeah, magic water.
He can climb wherever he wants to go. Romance time.
Oh.
Oh no! Oh, Snooty Booty feels rejected because
We didn't pick her straight away.
we've been hanging out with McMurph.
Well, I guess that leaves us
I
with
guess
no choice.
Back to the Emerald Isle it is. Meow.
Meow.
Has it been?
Meow.
Have they
No,
been
that's
doing
the
that all
first time this has happened.
I'm sweltering in the mess tent. Typical for me to get. That's very distracting. That meow.
Meow.
Typical for me to get cook duty on the hottest day so far. I step out for a moment to try and catch some air.
Psst.
I'm not sure if I really heard something or if the dehydration is getting to me. I take a swig from my water bottle.
Hey, aren't you gonna share, Cara?
Oh, McMurphy, was that you psting?
What are you suggesting, Cara? I only use designated litter areas.
Oh, very good. Murph, you are incorrigible. You know exactly what I meant.
Come on, Cara. Never mind all that. We have work to do.
I am working. I'm supposed to be cooking for this evening.
I mean, work of the adventuring variety.
Oh, of course you do.
Ah, come on. Don't be such a bore.
I'm sorry, McMurphy, but I can't. I'm very busy here. It's going to take hours to defrost and braise this meat from the mainland.
Well, if you come with me, may not providing a tasty dish in half the time. What do you say, Cara? You up for the crack?
What are you saying? You mean I should just bunk off?
That's the spirit. Strip off your apron and let's hit the trail.
Oh, strip. But I can't just strip off my apron. What if someone comes looking for me?
Leave him a note, gone fishing.
Maybe it's the heat, but I'm overcome with a moment of madness.
Meow! Forgotten media, thank you for the $11.
Thank you very much for the $11 there.
I haven't been a cat owner since my black cat Sammy died when I was 4, but I have remained a cat person ever since. So here's some money to protect our feline friends.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Oops. Thank you very much indeed. Forgotten Media for that. We're now at £850 and 69 pence.
Just 150 away from our
Just
goal.
one fiddy away from our goal. And
One
we've got
fiddy.
about half an hour of the stream left. So dig deep if you can. It's all for the cats.
Exclamation mark cats.
We're suffering for our art. Ashton more than me. I'm just, reading. Ashton is reading whilst ill. So, well, okay then, you wild Irish rover. I'm all yours.
Now there's a thought.
Is he blushing? Before I can answer, he's slunk into the thickening of the forest behind the clay cooking pits. I whip off my apron and follow behind, naked.
This cat's got more game than I have.
Yeah, definitely. Well, he's Irish.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, Murph, it's too hot to run.
Then we really want to cool ourselves off, eh?
Oh my god. He's leveling up to the cliffs and without warning takes a running jump off the edge. I see him flying through the air and watch, mesmerised, as he cuts through the water. Oh no, Murphy, are you okay? Don't panic, I'm coming! I kick off my flip-flops and shorts and follow him into the water. I'm surprised at how shallow it is and that I'm easily able to stand. Murph, where are you? I frantically search about, fearing for his safety, and suddenly feel something brush against my legs, making me scream out loud. What's that? I look down into the clear water and see McMurphy speeding along the seabed like a shark, fast and sleek, and suddenly breaking up through the surface with something in his mouth. McMurphy, you can swim? What on earth is that thing? Oh my, it's a fish! You can see he's smiling even with the sprat in the way. You can fish? He's a cat, of course he can fish. He spits the fish back into the water.
There truly is no dent to my talents, Cara.
You can say that again, but I have so many questions I don't even know where to start.
Catch your breath, Cara. I know I'm exhilarating company, but you need to exercise a little bit of restraint. You'll be swooning on me next. Relax, the salt water is very buoyant.
I copy McMurphy and we both lie with our backs on the surface. It's very calming and tranquil and I'm finally able to collect my thoughts. I realise I've not had this much clarity in a long time.
Aww.
This is so cool.
I know, Trixie took me here first, calls it the ponder pool.
Oh, can you all swim then? I thought cats... Before I can even finish my sentence, McMurphy cuts in.
It's a common misperception that cats can't swim. As you can see, it's another thing we excel at.
So humble too.
As Lila McMurphy used to say, if you've got a trumpet, blow it.
If you got a trumpy, blowy. What about the fish? Where did they come from? There are no birds or fish on this island. It's one of the first things they tell you in orientation.
That's just because they don't know.
Sort of picked up your accent a bit. You don't know what?
It's better if I just show you. Come on, Cara, follow me.
We swim for a while with McMurphy leading the way with purpose, and then he stops.
Well, notice anything interesting?
Well, the water is much cooler and deeper here.
Anything else? Can you feel anything?
Beg your pardon? I stand perfectly still for a moment and begin to feel a strange sensation around my legs, like a warm trickling under the water.
You're peeing.
McMurphy, are you peeing?
Don't be so good, Cara. It's the current. Look over there.
Meow. I refocus my eyes until they see what... see that... Hello? I see. I refocus my eyes until they see that what I thought was a rock shadow is moving. It comes closer into focus and I realise it's a shoal of small fish darting in and out of one particular spot. What is that? I don't understand what I'm looking at.
Isn't it enough to see, Cara, to experience? Do you have to understand everything?
Well, yes, that's my job. It's who I am, McMurphy. I'm a scientist. It's in my DNA to seek to understand.
Come on then, scientists. Let's take a closer look.
We move closer to the area where the fish are gathered, put my hand down and realise I can touch them and even pick them up, but something is stopping them from swimming further, inland. McMurphy, we need to get going. I'm going to be in big trouble if I'm away for any longer, but thank you for showing me this. I'm definitely going to come back here to try to understand it.
I wouldn't waste your time, Cara.
It wouldn't be a waste. I'm committed to finding out all I... He cuts across me as I'm speaking.
I mean, come back to this particular spot. The fishes won't be here.
Oh, I see. Is it only at certain times?
And different locations, it changes all the time. There's no pattern to it either, so you just be sticking pins in a map, Cara. I brought you here because I saw them this morning. Chances are they'll be gone by this afternoon.
The disappointment must be apparent on my face because McMurphy switches lanes super fast to distract me.
Okay, Cara, it's time to strip off.
Hell yeah! Huh?
That t-shirt would make a lovely net. Let's go fishing.
Oh, I see. Go fishing.
Go fishing.
Get your kit off. I whip off my top and use it as a net to scoop up as many fish as possible. It's quite effective. Great idea, Murph.
Now you can wrestle up tasty fish supper in no time at all, and you get to enjoy my company for an extra hour. Win-win, Cara.
Okay, so now I have a little challenge for you.
That, Cara, is music to my ears. Doesn't I like more than a gauntlet thrown?
Well, it's hardly a gauntlet, more a brain teaser. How am I going to explain to the rest of my team this bountiful ocean offering?
Why tell them anything at all?
Because they're going to notice we're eating something that wasn't on the delivery list or the menu rota and tastes way too fresh for something recently defrosted.
You worry far too much about things that really don't matter, Cara.
I know he's right. I could do with loosening up a little, but it's a pretty big dilemma, really. Maybe I ought to tell Professor Pauper about this. What's the harm? Mac has stopped splashing around and looks me squarely in the eyes. No.
There would be harm, Cara. Trust me on that.
Obviously I didn't mean I'd tell him about you or anything that would endanger any of us. Just I'd noticed this shoal of fishes and I took some. End of.
You really think you could mention a phenomenon like this that would be the end of it? That he wouldn't start putting all manner of investigations and disruptions in place? You're touchingly naive, my friend.
I feel myself blush. I am being a bit naive, but I don't like the thought of lying. So what do you suggest then if I know so much about everything? Give me a plausible story and I'll follow through. McMurphy lets out a wild howl and splashes water at me.
Now that was what I like to hear, you impetuous devil you. Daredevil you.
I splash him back and a furious water fight ensues. We're making such a ruckus, I'm amazed no one comes to check what's going on. After a good 10 minutes of laughter and play, we run out of steam and float in the buoyant, warm water. Let's hear it then, Oz. What's my cover story?
It's a very simple case of brazen bluffing.
Okay.
Make a simple but delicious meal, and if anyone should ask where the fish came from, shrug your shoulders and ask the same question.
Huh?
It's all in the poker face. You remain completely impassive and ask the same question. Yeah, I wanted that too. Where did the fish come from? They're delicious.
Really?
Trust me, Cara, as the cat is forever risking one of his nine, the simpler you keep it, the more they buy it. If they ask you where you got it from, you tell them the fridge. Simple.
I feel quite giddy at the prospect of getting away with a ruse. Okay, Murph, let's gather the supper. We have an abundance in no time, and I haul my catch back to the kitchen in good time to make a tasty meal for everyone, and a little extra for my feline pals. Ah. Well, they didn't do the dirty.
No.
Which is probably a good thing.
Yes.
Because we've not yet transformed into a cat. What would you like to do, Ashton?
Should we do some more recon?
Sure.
Maybe? No, we can only do the other one.
Which was Strange Message in the Middle of the Night.
Message. I think we should investigate what that was.
Sure. Oh.
I hear my catalogue beeping. I presume it's the professor. I tumble out of bed half asleep and fumble around looking for the device. I look at the screen, my eyes struggling to focus. The message isn't from the professor at all. There's no contact information. Come outside.
Who is this?
Come outside. They obviously aren't going to respond to my question. Should I do as the message tells me? I think yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. My curiosity is aroused. I have a feeling there's something important to learn from this stranger, so I throw on my clothes and crawl onto my tent. I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Anyone out here?
My catalogue beeps again. Walk to the edge of the forest.
I'm not going any further until you tell me who you are.
Walk to the edge of the forest.
No!
Walk to the edge of the forest. Walk to the edge of the forest. Walk to the edge of the forest.
Is this McMurphy? Stop it!
By now I realise I have to walk to the edge of the forest. At the edge of the forest is something on the ground. As I get closer, it becomes clear it's a small posy of flowers. I gingerly pick them up and notice that several of the flower heads are missing. My catalogue beeps again. Follow the pedals. That's when I see a trail of little orange petals the same colour as the bouquet I'm holding. Well, I've come this far, no turning back now, and begin to walk. I am nervous, so I call out.
Hello?
No answer. Louder this time.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, who's that?
Who goes there?
Major? Is that you, Floofy Bot?
I really wish you wouldn't call me that, human. What on earth do you think you're playing at? Cavorting around the forest in the dead of night, causing a ruckus?
It's a little bit Butterfield, but not quite. Oh, Major, you don't know how
Fluffy
pleased...
Butterfield.
Yes, how pleased I am to see you. I need your help.
This can't wait till a civilized hour.
I'm afraid it can't. I'm not the one
Instigating.
I'm not the one instigating this. I've been getting messages from an anonymous source asking me to follow them into the forest. Look, they've left this trail.
Ah, Calendula maritima.
That's good.
Marigolds, herb of the sun. They're said to represent creativity, though some believe them to be symbols of cruelty and grief.
Your knowledge is always so impressive, but I have to say on this occasion, it's not very comforting.
Fluffy goes striding off with purpose.
Come along then, Ben. Are we going to follow this trail or not?
I shuffle awkwardly behind him.
Before the sun comes up, eh?
We continue on for a short while and notice the petals are getting more sparse. It's becoming more difficult to see them until eventually they seem to run out as we find ourselves at a small clearing.
Well, it appears somebody has been playing a joke on you, Ben.
I sadly agree. This has been nothing but a wild goose chase.
Seems so, Major. I'm sorry for dragging you into this. Let's get back to our beds before we waste any more precious snooze time on this fool.
I turned to Floofy and noticed that his back is arched and his fur is puffed up, making him look even more floofy than usual.
Something wrong, Major?
You tell me, human. Does that pile of rocks look suspicious to you?
Amongst myriad rock piles, I noticed a small, contrived-looking cairn. Floofy's right, it looks far from natural.
That looks to me like it's asking to be inspected, Major.
Well, get to it, Ben. You're the one with the thumbs.
Fair point. I begin to dismantle the small mound rock by rock. It's not until the foundation stone is removed that we find a manila envelope.
Major, look, it's a letter.
Looks rather large for a letter, my dear.
Oh, is it this one?
Oh my god,
Oh, it's not there.
a letter?
Hello? Is it from Ecot?
I think it is down there.
Is it?
Might be. Oh, I think so. Is there?
not there.
Well, then where is it? Ew.
Looks rather large for a letter, my dear. Something or other. Here or back at base?
Oops. Having got you this far, I think it's only fair I have an equal share of the spoils.
Spoils? Yes, perhaps we should look right now, Major.
As I'm speaking, I've torn into the envelope.
Well, out with it.
Looks like drawings?
What sort of drawings?
Not sure, but they look quite old. Antique even.
Antique even.
But do they have value, human?
Probably. To someone. They appear to be sketches of people here on the island, but I don't recognise anyone. Why would someone lead me to these?
How do you know you were meant to find them?
Because we followed a trail and it led us here.
Actually, the trail ended a while back. This could be mere coincidence. I hardly see the intrigue in a few old scribbles. They show no artistic flair at all.
Even so, I'm going to hang on to these to see if they prove relevant to whatever mystery is unfolding here on this island.
Floofy rolls his eyes.
You really ought to focus more on the clues that matter instead of running around in the middle of the night on wild goose chases. Let's head back before anybody discovers you're missing.
I roll the drawings up and tuck them into my waistband. I will send them when we have more time. I think Floofy's probably right, but I don't want to miss a trick. Get some rest now, Ben.
Oh.
Finally, a sensible suggestion. I head after Floofy struggling to keep up. I really need some sleep. Same.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Oh, that's a very nice amount of antidote we've got down there.
it is good now. It's good.
Oh, the
God.
chat can't see it.
It's 69. It's 6.9%.
6.9%.
Ooh.
Oh no, that's just moving that. Never mind. I
Never
won't
mind.
bother. 6.9% antidote we've got. It says it just in this
Yeah.
square down here.
Yeah.
Speaking of levels going up, we are now. So how are we doing? 8:50 are we on?
Yeah.
8:50:69.
We've got 15 minutes left.
15 minutes left of the stream, everyone.
So that's $10 every minute.
$10 a minute.
Make it.
We're doing a stream for the cat's protection. If you go to the link that's in the chat,
Lord Brodovich has posted it, ! Cats.
you can donate to support cats. Remember, you can also get these shirts and more. We're going to have clashing music, but I won't worry about it. I'm just going to do it. These shirts and others at the Cats Protection website.
Ben has a blue one of these that you would have seen on our Twitter feed.
Yes, that's right. And this charity drive is open to everyone.
Yeah.
Although, is it the last day today, I think? Or it's ending very soon. So, hey, if you want to do an impromptu stream and
for the cats,
raise a bit of money for the cats, you're also welcome to do just that. Yes, if you can all dig deep into your pockets and give generously, it will all be going to help cats that are rescued and rehomed and looked after.
Yeah.
In all those good ways. We went to the local rescue centre when we did our previous. Well, actually, it wasn't when we did the previous one. It was just between.
Sorry, I'm sniffing away.
It's all right. No, it was about a year ago, I guess. We went to a cats protection shelter and just met some cats and stuff.
Oh my god, the dream.
It was lovely. Yeah, I'm sure we'll go again. But they do excellent work with cats protection. It's the third time we've done a stream for them.
Do it for the cats.
Do it for the cats. Awesome players.
Yeah.
So, would you like to try some romance? Would you like to rest? Would you like to research?
Well, we've got 15 minutes left, so I think
have.
maybe we should romance.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
what we're all here for. Can we fall in love with a cat?
It will have to be McMurphy again.
That's okay. Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Yeah, who is this? The professor in cat form.
I'm sick.
Ashton's sick, bless her. And came in today when, maybe really should have stayed at home and just rested up.
Stayed at less for me and more for everyone else. Specifically you.
Well, I mean, that's not... I don't even mean in that sense. I just mean, rest up and get well. But because...
Came in for the cats.
Because Ben's off, it would have just been me trying to raise money for the cats, doing all of these voices all on my own.
I think you'd have managed it.
Yeah, I think maybe.
Yeah.
I agree. So big love to Ashton for coming in and, being here for the stream and to raise money for the cats. Being here for the cats. Speaking of which, meow.
Meow. $20, Raz the little lad.
Thank you,
Thank
Raz.
you for supporting kiddies like me and finding us homes. Skis.
Ah,
Thank you, Raz.
thank you, Raz.
You
I'm a
typed that
little
so
lad.
well considering you are like 5 weeks old.
Absolutely.
Those of you who don't roll.
Don't roll.
Raz is the kitten that is being fostered by James Jenkins and his beautiful partner Beth. And
I think it is via Cats Protection.
It is via, she does fostering for Cats Protection.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen Raz all over James Jenkins'
Jenkins.
Twitter. So thank you so much for looking after Raz, Beth, and thank you for donating to Cats Protection.
Thank you, Raz.
To support people like you for doing all the great things, fostering cats and that.
Yeah, and that. Oh, it'd be difficult to let go of Raz when the time comes.
I don't know how you're going to do it.
Oh, tough stuff.
He's a cutie as well. Oh, we're back here again. It's too beautiful a day to be slaving in a hot lab. So when Murph invited me for a stroll, it was easy to say yes. Not that I didn't much intend to spend time with him. He's very engaging company.
He is, look at him.
Yes.
He's a bit like Thomas O'Malley from the Aristocats. Kind of a lovable rogue.
Yeah. We've come to one of my favourite spots where the cliff sweeps upwards from the blue water. Suddenly, without warning, Murphy plunged on top of the towering rocks and ran into the cliff edge, and my heart is in my mouth to see what happens. But there is a sight I still haven't got used to. He's in the water, more otter than cat, waving for me to follow.
Oh, that's you.
Jump, Cora, jump! Sure, the water's grand!
McMurphy!
I'm shocked by the shrillness of my voice. I hadn't intended to be quite a shriek. I was aiming for stern and admonishment. Well, I don't know what that means.
That's so dangerous. You could sort of telling him off kind of
Ah.
thing. That's so dangerous. You could do yourself serious injury or worse from such a height.
Oh, Pish, come on, Cara. You want to get to see the little surprise I have in store?
You've already surprised me enough for one day.
Ha! Which one of us is meant to be the pussy?
Whoa, steady. Splash.
At this, I'm filled with indignance that takes over my whole body, and before I know it, I'm halfway between the ledge and the water, bracing for impact. This way! I am still catching my breath as McMurphy's head dissipates under the surface. My mind is saying, no, this is ridiculous. Get back to the land this instant. My body is following the Irish cat. Beth says, Screamo draws, donations help towards vet bills such as neutering and vaccinations, food and goodies to keep the kitties entertained for our foster kittens until they find their forever homes.
There you go.
Indeed they do.
Thank you, Beth.
Thank you, Beth. My eyes take a moment to adjust, but when they do, I can hardly believe what I'm looking at. It's a ship. As we approach with this... Meow! Justin Thompson, thank you for the 20 bucks.
Thank you, Justin, for the 20 big bucks. My kitty Oliver says, thanks, Peter and Ashton.
Thank you, Oliver.
Well, thank you, Oliver and Justin, for donating to help the cats.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oops.
Wrong thing.
My eyes take a moment to adjust. Oh, as we approach from the stern, it looks pretty much intact, and I can see the name of the rear port side. And though faded and worn away in parts, the words are unmistakable. Kitty's desire. Oh. My head is swimming due to the excitement and lack of oxygen. I flounder to the surface to catch my breath. Kitty's desire? I feel like I know that name. But Murphy eventually bobs up to join me on the surface. Surprised?
A shipwreck? Here?
This is a very old island, Cora. A lot has happened here.
But how did the ship even get here before the path was made?
Hey, don't ask me, Cora. I'm just in it for the grog.
Oh my god, he's looking for booze again.
Murphy smiles and dives back into the murky depths. I follow a flailing flesh bag in comparison to Murphy's sleek figure. I try to get closer to look at the wreckage. It's a big ship, likely a trading vessel, judging from the size. It's hard to tell how old it is, but it certainly isn't modern, maybe 18th, 19th century. When we enter the ship from the huge hole in the stern, I realize there's a lot of vessels actually on land, and it's obvious they ran ashore after it was damaged at sea. There's not much time to ponder the mechanics of what happened, as McMurphy is tugging at my shirt with his right paw, while gesturing with the other paw outstretched to the cabin he wants me to enter. I'm grateful for the air trapped inside and gasp for breath. Here, Cora, look!
Hang on, let me catch my...
But he has already ducked into the next cell. How is he not out of breath? I realise his ability to swim underwater is unusually strong, but he barely breaks the surface at all. In here, through the hole! He sounds really excited, and as I enter, I see why. There is the centre of the cabin is a chest. It's wedged between the wall and a surprisingly well-preserved writing desk. The only thing preventing it from falling and being buried in the sand.
A treasure chest!
I sound like a giddy child and feel embarrassed, but McMurphy joins in my glee, and suddenly we're cheering and laughing together.
Aww.
Go on then, open it, Cora!
Okay. Oh, what could it be? Oh,
What are you waiting for?
some dreamies. The key?
Ah, does it need one?
Well, of course it does, Murph. It's a locked treasure chest.
Can you not just break the lock?
Who do you think you am, Houdini?
I don't know about that, but I do know you're a very clever scientist whose thirst for knowledge matches my thirst for grog, so you get yours and I'll go get mine.
Oh.
The monkey grins for darting into the next cabin, and I hear the faint clinking of bottles shortly after. I decided to try the lock anyway while McMurphy is getting his. I look around for something, anything I could lever it with, and I am disappointed. Everything except the chest and desk must have been washed away a long time ago.
We'll have to come back with some tools to tackle that lock, Murph.
There comes no response, but Murphy is obviously still busy looting and pillaging, so I had to swim to the beach to get a better look at the wreck from the land. When I take in the scene properly, I can make out what looks like another large ship just a bit further down the beach. I can hardly believe what I'm seeing. One huge sea vessel fighting with the island is strange enough, but two meeting the same unhappy fate is more than my brain can process.
Indeed. 2 shipwrecks. Thank you very much, JL Soryu.
For $10.
Or JLS Oryu, perhaps. For $10. Donating for all the lovely kitties. May they receive much love and boops.
May they indeed.
Indeed, yes. That brings us up 900 pounds and
Mate.
69 pence.
We're only $100 off in the last 5 minutes. If you have anything left,
Between you, in the last 5 minutes, get us up to another hundo.
another hundo. Oh,
Oh, I've
oh
messed
God.
it up now.
Oh man, what have you done?
There it is.
Okay. The proximity of the pair would suggest a collision of some kind. Possibly the second vessel could have been a pirate ship. Maybe it was attacking the merchant vessel. Meow! Tommy the Wank Engine, thank you for the £3. It's not much, but it's what I can give at the moment. Don't want a trauma dump, but I've been fighting a panic attack the whole morning. So thank you, AP, for the stream. Thank you for chat for the company. It's helping me. I'm glad you're helping, and thank you for the £3. Every as they say, every little helps.
Every little helps, as they say at Tesco.
Tesco.
Thank you, Tommy. All the best to you. Hope you,
Yeah.
hope you're feeling better soon. Glad we're helping a little bit.
I get the feeling I'm looking at the conclusion of a very interesting story here. I wonder why Professor Pulper didn't tell me about it. Obviously, he must be aware of the two vessels. My nose for intrigue is starting to twitch, and I'm burning to know more. I just had to take some of the debris, splinters, and a small chunk of metal and pocket it for later analysis in the lab. When I'm satisfied that I've thoroughly combed the beach for specimens and have salvaged anything of interest, I realise I haven't seen McMurphy for quite a while.
He's drunk.
My heart stops, and the hairs on my neck stand on end. How could I have been so wrapped up in my work that I neglected to keep an eye on my friend?
McMurphy?
I met with silence and still water. I run back towards Kitty Desire, my heart thumping in my chest.
McMurphy!
I jump in the sea and swim back to the stern of the ship. There doesn't seem to be any life around here. I broke through the surface with a choke and tried to call out again, but my throat is hoarse and full of seawater. I catch sight of a shadow out of the corner of my eye crawling along the seabed. I dive under to get a better look and see instantly the Irish cat stalking and prowling as if he were on land.
Charlie Von Karma, thank you for $10. You guys are doing it. We're getting there.
Yeah, there.
Perfect stream, guys.
Nice.
Streaming for a cause like this is meowgnificent. Sorry, have some cash for the kitties.
Thank you. Your $10 to the kitties will forgive you of that horrible joke that you made.
The terrible puns.
But we enjoyed it.
9:13:69. We've got less than 100 to go now, everyone. Do it for the cats.
Do it for the cats if you can. I quickly grab him by the scruff of the neck and drag him back to shore.
McMurphy, you loon! What on earth were you playing at?
I catch a breath and check on him. He's happily rolling on his back in the sand. Meow's having a great time until you manhandle me with those big meaty paws of yours.
Do we get serious or let it go?
Don't know. What do you think?
I think in the interest of romance, we let it go.
Yeah, I think so too.
Big meaty what? Charming, I must say. I'll have you know, I was very worried about you.
I fully appreciate it, Cora.
Meaty paws.
But Murphy started laughing, and it's too infectious not to join in.
Seriously though, Mac, that was some very impressive breath control. Didn't see you come up for air once.
I didn't get it from my mother, God bless her. I believe she had fantastic lungs.
Do you remember her?
Flashes, sometimes, but Cora, when I'm on that grog, I have all kinds of flashes. Who knows what's real and what isn't? I feel like he's nudging me off that subject, so I respect his privacy.
What do you know about these two beauties then?
We surveyed the ships in silence for a moment or two.
Would you like a break from the
Yes,
race?
please. I know there's been a source of great pleasure for me, Cora. Beyond that, I don't really care too much.
You really are the embodiment of hedonism.
I think that's a compliment, Cora.
I can't help but laugh. You would.
There's worse things in life than a little pleasure.
Oh, true. With a little balance, maybe even better.
And that's where you come in.
Huh?
You bring some balance to me, Cora. You let me be me, but you help me stay safe.
Yes, I suppose so. And you bring some spice to what might otherwise be a rather bland scientist's taste.
But Murphy's... Oh, sorry. There you
Murphy's
go
green
ahead.
eyes glitter in the sunlight. He throws me a wink. They do say you should wait until the third date before you
Smooch.
smooch. Come on then, swashbuckler. I need something to eat after all that adventuring.
I'll walk you back to camping, promise to save a bite for your friendly tour guide.
Ooh,
Ooh.
hello. Got something you can eat.
A Pirate's Tale extras.
Oh.
New unlock.
Yes! New unlocks.
I can't get past this.
Oh. Do I click the heart?
Yeah. James asks, are they actually trying to bone the cats?
I believe so. What's
Yeah.
extras? A Pirate's Tale. So I guess we have to come back when we've got tools. I guess it's like an option.
Oh, pirates.
So we like progress the story until the point that we get a
No, it
lock
says
pick.
pirates over there.
Well, yeah, I know. I mean, well, I'll click it if you like, but I'd have thought it's like when the time is right.
Oh.
Just in case you I don't really know what I'm looking for. Oh, okay. No, we'll carry
A
on.
new cat. Having fun.
He's a pirate cat. The voice startles me. It's unfamiliar. I can't see who it belongs to, so I'm on my guard. Who's that? Show yourself.
I've nothing to hide, but I'm not aware of your intention. Will you give me a word of honour you mean no harm?
Thank you very much indeed to Techi Wayo with $20, who says, late to the stream, but the kitties deserve a donation. Feel better soon, Ashton.
Thank you.
We're really getting there now, guys. We're on $933.69. We've only got $66 left, or $69. A very nice $69 donation would get us up there, or indeed several smaller donations.
Yeah.
Here we go. We've got a pirate cat. It's very exciting. Yes, you have my word of honor. I feel like a Cub Scout.
I'll take you at your word. I'm happy to make your acquaintance, Captain Corn.
Oh!
Wow.
That's not what I expected from the little avatar thing.
No.
A tall, sleek grey cat has stepped from behind the wreckage and is bowing in front of me. I feel obliged to bow back at him. I'm pleased to meet you, Captain. Do you live here? In the wreckage, I mean.
I think I live elsewhere, but I'm here for a long time. I'm trying to find my crew.
I realise he's wearing a vintage naval uniform. I'm not an expert on military history, but I guess it's from the 1800s.
From the 1800s.
What, and it fits a cat? Ah, Captain, did you arrive on one of these ships?
Yes, I captained the Kitty Desire, but I feel I let my men down. Where are they? I've been searching.
That's a meow from
Mediocre Danny D.
Mediocre Danny D.
$20.
He gave $20. That means we only got about $45 left. I'm not a big fan of cats, but my aunt loves them. Sorry. And all living things all deserve to be safe.
Absolutely.
Also, my friend Awesome Fox got me into Team TripleJump and seems to like them. Well,
You know them.
there you go. Well, that's, in some ways, that's even nicer of you, Mediocre Danny. If you're not a big cat person, but you know, you're thinking like, hey, cats deserve to be looked after like all living things. That's great.
Plushy Labs Jennikin, thank you for the 420. Blaze
Thank
it.
you, Jennikin.
Now kiss the cat.
Now kiss the
We're
cat. I wish we
trying.
could. I wish.
Tried so hard.
This might be the question mark cat that we've unlocked.
Maybe.
He seems quite disoriented. What happened? Looks like you had a bit of a run-in.
Running? My eye! Military set upon an attack, more like. The disgrace of a vessel as a pirate ship.
Oh, I
Oh!
beg your pardon.
Another cat.
So it wasn't a pirate cat. It was a naval officer, but
It just happened to be Northern.
this is a pirate cat. Captain Libby. Be careful who you're calling names, Corin. They might just take umbrage and then the cat really will have got your tongue.
That's a pretty cat.
It is. Another cat has appeared, a petite, long-haired tabby, also dressed in some kind of costume. Identify yourself, stranger. The new cat has turned to me. Hello, my name is Ben, and this is Captain... I know who he is, all right. What are you doing in my domain, Ben? State your business.
Sound like Hagrid.
Yeah, it's a bit. I was just digging around, not sure what for. I certainly didn't know it was your domain.
It's not. This is unclaimed land as yet. I dispute the ownership belongs to the rogue and the cutthroat.
Hang on. Let's not get overexcited. Who's a rogue? That's not a nice thing to say about a fellow cat.
Do not put me in the same sentence as that mercenary ne'er-do-well. She's a pirate.
Calm yourself, Corny. Right now, I'm more interested in what this human is digging for. Nothing in particular. Are you really a pirate? I refuse to discuss my business in the company of this pompous goody two-paws. If you wish to speak with me, you'll need to see me alone. Oh, off he goes, or she.
And off
Libby.
she walks with a tail in the air. Thank goodness Vermin's left us. And she does make a point. If you want to discover what really happened here, you have to make a choice. Her story or mine.
Oh. Maybe her story.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Oh, no,
Sorry,
I meant him, actually.
Oh,
but
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She's pretty cool, too, though.
Yeah.
Well, as Captain Libby seems to have disappeared, it's my choice. My choice is obvious. Would you tell me your story, Captain Corn?
A wise choice in any event. Take a seat if you will. My story is a long one.
Oh, God. Oh, I do need to be back in time for tea.
Then I shall hasten the telling.
Okay.
It began when a merchant run for the Kitty Fisher Shipping Co. I'd been contracted by the company for some time. I'd done this particular one many times before.
Thank you to Toshubi for $15. Have some coins for your purse. I did a pirate voice for that instead of a cat voice. I'll get my coat. Thank you very much, Toshubi. We are now at £972.89.
Wow, 17 more pounds.
That's all we need. No, 27 more.
27 more pounds.
27 more pounds. Or 26 and a bit.
26 and a bit.
And then Ashton can go home.
Meow.
Ashton can't go home unless we get another 27 pounds.
There's nothing to it. There's a very taxing for a captain of my experience, particularly man with a crew of the standard of the men I personally had picked for sailing the Kitty's Desire. Although the route was long and it was still so straightforward, I never
like I picked
anticipated
the one
problems.
that you had to read.
However, this trip proved to be out of the ordinary in so many ways. The weather was against us from the start. Freak storms had been plaguing a normally peaceful sea, and several trips had reported to be taken quite far off their usual trajectory. This day was rumored to be a blighter. The men were really doing everything by the book as I would have expected from my crew, tying down a batten in the hatches. There was no way of being on deck. I decided to write my log in the cabin.
I'm loving this whistle-stop tour of
I
British
knew-
accents.
The first I knew anything, I reckon it was an almighty crash that sent us reeling. I gathered myself and made my way down to the deck, being buffeted and blown so that I needed to hold on tight to whatever was available. It's gone again. Sam, the cabin boy, was the first crew member I came by. Could barely hear above the sound of the storm.
Pirates, Captain, pirates!
I could hardly believe my ears when we heard pirates on the route. In all of my time as captain, far too audacious of a challenge. My first thought was that they must be as much as the mercy of the storm as we, but that assumption was quickly dispelled by the shout.
Pirates boarding! Pirates boarding!
It was unthinkable. I needed to get control of the situation as quickly as possible. I drove my musket as I emerged on deck to an awful sight of human vermin scurrying about in the rain and crashing waves, trying to overwhelm my crew and get the upper hand.
Upper hand.
I could see their vessel listing perilously close to ours on the bridge. The unmistakable figure of that she-devil.
Captain Libby?
The witch of the waves, Captain Libby, indeed. I stood my ground on the mainmast and pointed my musket in her direction. I could not hear her laughter for the din of the storm, but I saw her head thrown back and a wild hair fly in the wind as she grabbed the cutlass at her hip and raised it high into the air in defiance. It was at that moment I saw a wall of water rise up behind her as I thought summoned by her. It was the last thing I saw. There was a terrible sound as though the very gates of hell were torn open. I was struck to the deck and blackness fell.
Ooh. Ah! That was what made the huge hole in the stern.
Yes, we came apart on impact. The whole ship was a goner. I'm so sorry. I don't know how long we've been in the water when I regained consciousness. The waters were calmer, and we drifted off on a piece of wood towards a wall of black rock. Sam seemed to be holding me as I floated in the water. We've gone again. Ed Yuck, thank you for the $10. For the cats!
For the cats. Thank you very much. Now we're at 982.
Oh, baby!
So close. Oh, baby. Captain, you're alive. I didn't dare hope.
What happened, boy?
We crashed. Oh, the pirate scum rammed into us with such a force that I fear all are dead but us.
As I gathered my thoughts, I realised I could hear others moaning and crying out all around us. We're not alone, Sam. Listen, there are others. Help me up. And between us managed to get our makeshift raft. I sat up and looked around, taking stock of the utter carnage. but there were many of them clinging onto whatever was floating, keeping themselves from sinking down into the watery grave. I tried to make myself as low as possible. Sorry, I just burped. Then we need to stay together, trying to hold on to each other to summer without shifting. I'm going to lead us towards the land. We've got to get those rocks. Use whatever you can to paddle and follow me.
You're a what? You're a hero, Captain.
Yes, it was laborious, but we made progress and eventually reached what appeared to be the opening in the rocks. As we stumbled to the land, the gravity of our plight became more apparent.
Oh, no, it's more.
Help the wounded! Pull whatever you can from the water. Anything may prove useful. We don't know what's ahead.
What about the pirates?
We were all knit together. There was no place here for contention. Survival is a great leveller. So we all helped each other as best we could. We found our resting place where you now live.
Base camp?
But of course there were no cosy tents or fire pits to keep us warm.
Must have been terrifying.
One tries not to indulge one's own fears when looking out for one's men. We managed to make our rudimentary camp for ourselves for a surprisingly short time, considering the conditions of the men. Each did what they could, tending to wounded, building fires. Food was primary consideration. If the men didn't eat, we would very quickly deteriorate. So hunting parties were put together and sent out to scout for food sources. One made up of pirate scum and the other my men. Sadly, neither gang was successful, bringing only some unfamiliar tubers and plants that were boiled up to make soup. I knew we could not continue for long living on grass and seaweed. Men need meat.
Men need meat.
I became ever more determined. To shoot me, £21.31.
Oh my lord.
Have some more surpass the target. You can meow, go home.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
21.31. Thank you so much to Shubi for even more donation money, which brings us past the target. We can meow, go home. Well done, everyone. That is £1,420.
Baby.
Thank you, one and all.
We did it.
We nearly killed Ashton at the end there. I really regret not picking Captain Libby.
Yeah, I do feel a bit stitched up.
Yeah, I didn't really I thought it would just be a back and forth conversation between whoever told their story and my character, well, us. But no, it was a really long monologue with occasional, then what happened, Captain? Well, then we built base camp, and then, we went hunting for plants and seaweed, and Jesus Christ. Well,
I've got some lemon sip upstairs. I had to wait for the 4 hours, and I think I've surpassed the 4 hours now. Feeling it.
If I...
Yeah.
I'll just mute the game, I guess.
Those accents were quite delightful. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed them.
Yeah. Goodness me. Well,
oh boy.
Give yourselves a round of applause, everyone.
You did it.
Give Ashton a round of applause.
Big old dabs for
She did it too. Big dabs.
And you did it too, Peter.
Thank you.
We're all here.
And a big round of applause for Cats Protection, who are protecting and caring for cats up and down the country, across the nation. £1,004.20 will be going to the Cats Protection, thanks to you. In fact, I've not made my donation yet, so there'll be a bit more than that. And I suspect Amy will donate as well, so a little bit more than that. But that will all be going to Cats Protection, and it helps them.
You can still, if you're
care for cats in need.
If you're thinking, oh damn, I wish I'd done a stream to help the cats. No need to worry. They're extending their charity period until end of November, so you can still do a stream.
Is that right?
And donate to the cats. And get them some mud.
Where have you got that from?
They said it in chat.
They said it in the chat. Excellent. Yeah. There you go. So doesn't end today. You guys can all do your own charity streams to raise money for them if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
And why not? And remember as well,
you can buy these t-shirts.
You can buy these t-shirts on the Cats Protection website.
Hashtag cat mum.
Hashtag cat mum. You can get cat dad. You can get this character selection Pulse and Players one.
Yeah.
There are plenty to go at. Other designs, different colours. Lots of sizes as well, of course.
Yeah.
So there we go. Thank you, everyone who has donated today.
It's been a good one.
It has been a good one. And thank you, Ashton, for providing that game as well.
That's okay. It was in my Steam library and I don't know where I got it from.
So that was a lot of fun. Well, there we go. We'll leave it there. Ashton's going to go home and have a lamb sip and go to bed.
I am.
Rightly so.
I was going to have a tomato soup, but I'm not allowed tomatoes.
Oh no. Sad face.
They're
Tia.
a nightshade vegetable, apparently.
A nightshade
Yeah.
vegetable?
Not good for you.
Oh no.
Same as potatoes and onion and peppers and all the good fruits.
Oh, well, that's terrible.
It's a sad life I'm living at the moment.
That's really sad.
It's okay.
However, if you want more Ashton, if you want to hear Ashton's voice from before she got sick,
Oh no.
you can go to the YouTube channel where a list all about the 10
Is it
best...
Resident Evil villains?
10 I was trying to remember whether it was scariest or worst, but it's best.
Best Resi villains?
Resident Evil villains has gone out
My
on the
first
channel.
list ever.
Yeah. First list ever.
Actually was the first one I ever recorded as
Yeah.
well. So, you know, if it sounds a bit worse than where, it was my first one. We've improved since then.
Right.
They will only get better from here on out.
Well, I think it's great. So if you want
thank
to hear Ashton's very first list as well, head
Yeah.
to the YouTube channel, and I will likely be streaming tomorrow. This normally would have been my stream slot.
Yeah.
Ben would normally be tomorrow, but Ben I don't think will be in tomorrow.
No.
So I will take his slot like a dirty thief.
If I'm still alive, I'll be in Wednesday,
Yeah,
and then maybe Ben will be on Thursday.
possibly.
And the German Schengens on Friday.
We'll see how it goes. But
It's a mishmash of a week, but we'll get there.
Keep an eye on social media to find out what's going on with the streams and so on. Team TripleJump on Twitter
Indeed.
and Facebook.
Indeed.
There we go.
We did it, gang.
Thank you, everyone, for your generosity. You did an amazing job. And we'll see you when we see you, won't we?
Yeah.
All right, then.
Love you, bye.
Yeah, bye.